Hey, 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 hey. Today's live stream is quite different, but I don't know if you guys want to catch up with the last live stream we did, which was we guys came together and contributed for one of us to travel to their dream destination. That was Lydia. And I'm told the maximum we've contributed should be around 140,000 Kenyan shillings, which should be around over $1,000, and she's telling me her flights are like $700, so she has only $300 to spend in like 6 days, not three, but 6 days. She wants to be there at least for a week. So if you still want to support Lydia, please, you can reach her out. Maybe I'll put her number right here, and you can support Lydia. Guys, today's video, I want to go straight to the point because in exactly 45 minutes from now, we will be having we'll be having another video coming out. Probably I may squeeze it to 10, that's so that we can have this as 1 hour. Okay. But today I want to talk about the title of the video. The people have helped, and how the ungrateful people have helped. And I want you guys to hear me out. In this society that we live, I think nearly everything you do, you'll be criticized for. Even if you're doing good or bad, people will always criticize you. But at the same time, you wonder what should you do as a human being. In this case, if you decide not to help someone, some people will say, "Oh, that guy is so bad. He doesn't even help anyone." And if again you decide to help some people, the same people come out to biting, like in my very local language we say, they come to bite your heels, like this part of the leg, you see here. Wait, this part here, sorry, is my trouser. It got torn, but this part here. Where is the camera? Oh guys, I didn't know at one point of my life I'll be showing you my leg like this, but don't worry, I'm explaining something. They say they bite you here. In my very, very local language, we say, very local language. If so, this part and also the other leg, so the two legs, if you combine, we say ibisogoro. That means if people bite you in this area, it means you can't walk anymore. It's literally my very native language. Forget about Swahili, like my tribe language. We use that as a saying that, oh, this guy has come back to bite my. How do you call this part, guys? How do you call this part here? Here. Not here, but here. Here. You know where this area here. How do you call this area, guys? Your foot back. A how do heel? Kisigino. Yes. Actually, you guys have understood. Somebody says they are called Achilles. Heels. Yeah, I think heel. Heel makes more sense. Or they're called Achilles heels. So in my saying, we have a saying that says, "Oh, I helped them, and they got strong, and they came back to bite my Achilles heels." Achilles heels. Okay, some people are laughing already, but it's a very local saying, which means if people bite you in that area, it means you can't walk. So it means they just want to finish you guys. Today I'll be addressing this issue because sometimes I keep quiet, being the big guy on YouTube, and okay, the big YouTuber. Sometimes people do things to you, and you just keep quiet and quiet and quiet. But it's also good that you express yourself, because what if you die tomorrow? Imagine you'll die with all these things you wish you spoke about, and then one day you just didn't speak about. So, are the chilies. In French, we call it tendon de chiles. If people bite you there, it means they want to finish you. Guys, I've been having a very bad cold. Sorry, guys. Like one of my, it's blocked. So I make, Rocio helps me to make ginger. Then with that, I drink and it opens up. I don't know what's going on. Probably I should stop taking hot shower. And also the other day I was having an interview. I had a very strange thing here. Like, you know, when you feel like something just, when, for example, when you drink a lot of water and you run, then you feel that effect here. Then now it has turned back to my back. So probably from tomorrow, maybe I should start uh, jogging in the village. You know, like running, physical activity. Probably I've been too lazy, so I need to work on that. So, guys, today I'm talking about the ungrateful group. Should we name names, guys, or we should just describe them? Tell me. Should we name names here and I describe each until the last person? Okay? Should we name names or no naming, guys? You guys decide. This is actually we're gonna do naming or no naming. I don't know if I can do finding Ian says no names. Somebody says name them. Rachel Show. Name them. That is the street prophet. Name and shame. That is Kanye. Name them. Everybody. Name them, please. No name. Name. Name them. That is lost soul. No name. Okay. Let me see if I can do something here. We call a poll. Number one is name them. And I will start one by one. Name them. And the next one is no. No names. No names. So you guys choose. So the poll is right there. I've put a poll. And one says name them. Another one says no names. So let's keep going. And anyone can see. And in the next, when we reach 1,000 people, we should name or not name. Okay, Salima says, wafiche uchi jameni, like don't name them. Okay. Don't name them. Okay. Hey, okay, guys. Now don't even come. Right now you can vote. Name them or no. Oh, I wrote no, my name is. No, I was supposed to write edit poll. Let me edit. It's supposed to be. Let me edit this poll. What happened, bro? Okay, let me see. I'm supposed to edit the poll. It's here. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I made a mistake by. I always have problems with the. Okay, let me start a new poll, and I close that one. Okay. Name them. This one I have to be careful. And the other one is no names. No names. Start the poll. Let's start a new one. I think I'll tell me how many are you seeing. Yes, the first one says name them, and the next one says no names. So let's keep voting. When we reach 1,000 people watching, we will decide. If it's to name, I'll be naming, telling the history and the story, and we finish. Another one is no name them, and we stop finishing. Okay. Hello, Marwa. Happy Sunday. God bless you. Thank you so much, Vilma. I loved Joyce, but at the end of the day, disappointed me watching from Kigali, Rwanda. Thank you so much, Mbarushi. Another one says here, we must name them so that we know who they are. That is the street prophet. Judy Moyo says, don't name them. Giracha says, how are you? I'm doing good, my brother. Okay, guys, keep voting, keep voting, keep voting. When we reach maybe 1,000 people watching, we will decide if we are naming one by one. And even some of you guys know them, you'll help me to name them. Actually, even what I will do is I will not name them from my side. You guys will name them for me, then I will tell you the story. What about that? So that nobody says, oh, hey, this guy. So you name them, then I be there. Pin the poll. Oh, I need to pin the poll. It's pinned. It's actually pinned. It's pinned, guys. Let me see from my phone if it's pinned. Poll is pinned. Okay, thank you for Sky. For Sky says it's pinned. Name them. That is O. Hey, Mr. Richie. Hello, Marwa. Hey, Mr. Richie. Don't give them exposure they are looking for. Yeah, at least we can name them and we leave them there. They will struggle. Even if they get exposure, it's going to be just for one day. Maro, pin the link. What do you mean? I think it's pinned. Guys, tell me, is it pinned or not pinned? Badman people love attention, speak openly. They are watching and know themselves. No exposure. Okay. Name them. We unsubscribe. Mukenya UK. Hey, guys, now what should we do? It's pinned. People say it's pinned. Yeah, it's pinned. Just vote. For now, actually, let me tell you how many people have voted. We have over 278 people who have voted. 74 have voted yes. Name them. 26 says no names. Okay, guys. First, I want to start by saying today, me and my former, I'm using the word former, and I want you to listen carefully. Me and my former PA, Irene Jeb, we've decided to end our PA relationship. And when I say relationship, I mean her being my PA and me being the person who she was helping, okay, as a personal assistant. So we are ending that. And I swear before God, this never came from my side. It came from Irene herself. And the reason she gave me was, she wants to actually be independent in terms of making videos or reaction videos. In other words, is her being my PA, she's not free to say whatever she wants because most people may think it's Maro who sent her to talk, or she's talking on behalf of me. So she came actually herself. I think she even wrote me a message that I've not read. She came and said, Marwa, it will be just good for our own benefit, like from her side to have her own freedom of expressing herself. It will be good if she goes her own way. Yafet Harris, thank you so much, Yafet, for donating $4. Thank you so much. God bless you. Name them or not name them, guys. That's where we are. I am still waiting for 1,000 people, and then we decide if we're gonna name them or not. And guys, if we name anyone here, don't even go and even subscribe to their channel. Just leave them alone. Guys, I have seen huge betrayal that sometimes I feel I should just name so that it doesn't happen to you again when you're dealing with these people. Hey, Matata. Hey, how are you? Ah, Antonio in China. How are you, my friend? I remember you came here last time. You're a good guy. Next time, if you come, just tell me. I'll still open my gates for you. Expose them. Expose them. Which? Omnyabuhanse. Why should she react on her boss? Wait. You're asking, hey Marwa, MP 2027. No, I do not. I don't want to be in politics. I can work for my country as a PS, but not as a politician. I want to build. If the president is watching this, the Kenyan president, if the Kenyan president is watching this, make me minister of roads only. Me, I build roads in Kenya. I compete with America. In the next 3 years, Kenya will be on another level. So if the president is watching, give me some job and I'm not looking even for money, like 100%. I have my own. I just want to make something for my country, you know. So guys, where are you? Should we name these people or not name them? Or we describe them, where they are from? Like, for example, name them or not name them? Okay, that's where we are. Marwa, I am your great fan since 550 subscriber. Just call. Wait. Hey, that message has disappeared. Expose them, please. That is Tracy Magara. Okay. Somebody says Anguka Nai. That means just expose them as we go. Hey, Rosia, ma'am.
Maybe there's no ginger, but I made black tea with lemon and honey.
There's no ginger?
No, I cannot find it. So
you can call Masuba, ma'am.
I can find Masuba.
Even on phone? Ankomo, because it's in the store. Because this may make me not to sleep today. Okay, guys, describe them. Somebody says describe them. That is Priska says describe them. Okay, we are at 973% of you guys so far have voted for me to name them. And only 27% are saying do not name. So, Rosie.
Name who?
I want to name the people who have betrayed me. Should I or should I not?
Yeah.
Let's just name them so people can be careful with them next time they deal with them. What do you think? Name them or not name them? That's where we are. 74% agree I should name them. Please vote, guys. When we reach 1,000, we will only 50 more people. Then we will decide to name them or not to name them. This is serious, guys. This is serious. At least I need to name some people. Guys, you know, they take advantage just because like I'm a big YouTuber and they believe I cannot just even mention them.
Oh yeah, if they use your name also, it's
all the time.
It's time that they stop. Some of them need to stop.
Yeah, every day they use my name. Yeah. I will name them, guys. Name them or not name them, guys. Name them, everybody. A Predator FF says name them. Give me a shout out. Okay. Yeah, today we will name them and we will tell them to stop. Okay. We will name them. And guys, these are people I have helped and they have turned against me very bad and now they use my name. Name them or not name them. Oh, we are already at 1,000 people watching. Time to name. It is at 75. Everybody says name them. Okay. Stop them. Yeah. And I will name them and tell them to stop. Number one. Let's start with you guys. Suggest. Okay. I mention one. You mention one in the comment. We keep describing them and then we leave them. So yesterday I saw a video, a guy called Mogesi. Okay, this one I'll mention, and I'm cutting ties, guys. You know, this is when it has gone too bad. Now you have to mention their names and let them be whatever they did. There is a guy called Mogesi. Is it Mogesi or I am Mogesi? This guy put a video yesterday saying he worked for me 90 days, okay, and I didn't pay him money. And he said he worked as a slave. Let me bring even a screenshot. You know, sometimes you guys think I'm joking. To be honest, today, that I need a fire extinguisher. I need a fire extinguisher. After mentioning, I put fire, burn them, and they disappear. And guys, I'm telling you, these guys, they will not be successful. I am not God, but I know you cannot actually be this ungrateful. Okay, I'll tell, and listen carefully. For those people who support these people, even you, your days are numbered. I am telling you. For those people who support these people, even you, your days are numbered, guys. I'm telling you for sure. I took a screenshot of this guy yesterday. He said, it's here. So sad. I don't know if you guys can. First, he uses my picture all the time. And if you guys, I ever told you to subscribe to Mogesi, please go and unsubscribe, please. Guys, listen, my subscribers, I work really hard to gain them, like a million times. I really work hard, guys. You guys have seen me even being beaten in Dominican Republic. I nearly died. I go up to India in villages. I go make these stories in Mexico in the bush. I go everywhere. I travel even with my pregnant wife in the desert, just to get subscribers, that when I come back to the village, people show up and say, please help me, please. So Mogesi, if you guys, you know this guy, go and unsubscribe. Even if you say, oh, you're making him famous, this one is a done deal, guys. I need to name them and tell them to stop the jokes, because I've realized they know I don't talk. So all they do is every day use my name. So listen how somebody uses my name. This is a guy I cooked for here, guys. He's been staying here. He's my neighbor. He stays here. I cook for him. I pay him. Even before he joined YouTube, he used to be a student, guys. I swear I can even rise my Bible. I used to take my own money from my pocket, add for his school fees or his pocket money, and he goes to school. I swear God is my witness, guys. He never he never lacked when he came to me. There is no day I closed the gate for him, guys. This guy now, he says he worked here for 90 days. He says, so sad, working for 90 days at Ayamaro as a slave without payment. I swear, guys, here, I took a screenshot yesterday. And you know, I have such a big audience, and I respect you guys, that I cannot come out with such allegations if they are not true. I cannot, guys. I cannot put my brand in a position like this. But I'm just tired, guys. I'm just tired. You know, I'm just so tired. Sometimes I feel, I I'm just tired, especially somebody I have been feeding. Guys, think of this, guys. Somebody comes to your home, they cry, they say, my brother, please help me. Please, the condition in our home. My mom is struggling. I am the only one, You help, guys. And then after some time, they have gained a little fame. They go and say, oh, so sad. What, guys, you believe somebody could work for me 90 days with no pay? You believe? Because the reason, and I have to expose them, the reason they do this is because they believe you guys watch me, and when they go and say things like this, people will say, oh, we didn't know. So Maro treats his workers like this. Oh, so Maro actually does not pay his workers. Oh, so that he can get one or two of you guys sending him money. Oh, I am Stefan. I see you, my brother, man. Welcome to Africa. I'm Stefan, man. We miss you, bro. Thank you so much for $20, bro. Thank you so much. It's been long. So I'll catch up with you, bro, and I'll update you. And thank you for your support. So this is what happens, guys. These people, they come to my home crying. Okay? Crying for help. Guys, even others are shaking. Even when they meet me, they are shaking, guys. I swear God is my witness. So let's finish this story of I am Mugesi. I am Mugesi, you are cancelled. You are never welcomed in my home. And please stay away from my name. If you feel really Maro didn't help you, delete all the videos you shot in my home and start your own videos. Very ungrateful guy. Super ungrateful. I have never seen someone who is ungrateful as this guy. And guys, if you ever subscribe, because Maro told you to subscribe to this guy called I am Mogesi or Mogesi, please go and subscribe. Because sometimes also you have to, because guys, I'm tired. Imagine somebody says he worked in my home for 90 days as a slave. Where? 2024, guys. How can I make a neighbor a slave? You know what a slave is? Just because they want you guys to feel pity for them and send them money, because they use those tricks to gain money. Imagine, guys, they just want to use my name in a very wrong way, guys, so that you guys or some lady out there will say, oh, my son, I am sorry what happened to you. Here is $20 for you, or here is $50, or here is $100. Buy yourself shoes. I am guessing, I warn you, stay away from my name. It's a brand I've built for 7 to 8 years. Otherwise, I'll bring police to your home. And you'll tell them which day I made you a slave. So that one we've closed. Okay, guys, now that we've mentioned one, I want you to help me mention another one. This one, help me mention one, then I go another one. It's Gintu. What is the T? Gintu is one of the most ungrateful guys I've met. And today we mention them by their name. Actually, it's so sad, okay, that, for example, let's go to his YouTube page. He uses my name left, right, center. Left, right, center. Very ungrateful guy. Guys, this is a guy who had a fish pond. And also I wanted to keep some fish. He was my neighbor. So I told him, bro, come work for me and I pay you. So he came as a worker. In the middle of him working in my compound, I used to cook. When I say I used, it's not literally me, but my people used to cook. Gintu would eat here breakfast, Gintu would eat here lunch, Gintu, if he wants, he will eat here supper or dinner. What I mean is, anytime he would eat, like I didn't restrict him. This guy became so selfish that any small thing that happens in my compound, he posts. Even when my fish is dead, Gintu is celebrating. Gintu would go to my fish pond and empty it every week. Which fish pond is being emptied every week, guys? Tell me. Where have you seen a fish pond being emptied? I don't know how, being emptied every week. He didn't care about the fish having eggs. He didn't care about the fish being small or trying to adapt, because these were new fish. He only wanted to do it for a video. And another thing is, sometimes he would post, I would be filming my own video. He would come there, post it before us. And guys, what is that? Imagine me, I give you a chance to stay with me. so that I teach you to be how you can help yourself in future. But you become very selfish in a way that I remember one time, guys, we went to Masai Mara, and we went a group of us, guys, a lot of us. I don't know if you guys went with us during that journey. We went to Masai Mara, very famous national park here. Everybody was filming because we are all content creators. Just because Gintu wanted to post it first, he did a live stream. Can you imagine that? He did a live stream so that he's the number one to post. Is that okay, guys? So what I will say is, Gintu, from today, I am making it official here. Me and you is goodbye. And this is not creating enemies, it's purely trying to say you cannot be ungrateful like this. My wall fall down, guys, and Gintu was the first one to report. Anything small, as a home, it has challenges. This is a new home. It must have challenges, guys. But can you imagine something small happens in your home and a stranger posts it before even you talking about it? That is lack of disrespect. And if you've ever subscribed to that guy, please go and unsubscribe. If that at least I'll have to teach people a lesson. If honestly you want to take advantage of me as Maro every single day, there is a day I will wake up and say enough is enough. And look right now, let's go to his YouTube channel. Okay, I know we're gonna make them famous for a day, but after that they will never see those views. Let's go and see Gintu. Can you imagine? Even he got a GoPro from my compound, guys. A GoPro which in Kenya he would have worked close to a year to buy it. But Jamaican uncle, courtesy of Marwa, brought him a GoPro. And still this guy cannot be just grateful, guys. Just grateful. Just to be grateful and just to slow down and work every single day. Look, right now, today he didn't post. You look, he's saying here, best moment at Ayamaro with birds. Imagine 30 minutes ago, this guy was posting, pretending that he's in my home, and he has never been in my home since I told him to stop filming videos here. Now he's cheating people. He's cheating people that he's in my compound. He's filming videos here. And this guy has never stepped here. It's deceit. That shows every day, even yesterday, I am very sure he posted something about my look, even here, says clear declaration from White House. More steps ahead. And he's using my picture every day. This is 2 days ago. Look, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, guys. So this type of behavior should stop. And I wish him to behave. Let him be grateful. But one thing I can assure you, if you're watching right now, is with this type of behavior, you will not go far, my friend. You will not. This is not the formula to be where you want to be. Imagine every single day he's making videos, even here. All his pictures for the last 7 days is about my home. Even here, clickbait, ready to visit Ayamarwa, putting asset together, so that you guys can watch him. It is pure deceit and is not okay. And one thing I always teach you guys is to be honest. This is dishonest. And this is using my name in a bad way. Same as Mugesi calling me that he's saying that I'm a slave, because these people know if they talk like that, there's no day Maro will come and respond. There is no day Maro will mention our name. So we keep doing this every day to get views. Next person. Let's go next person. So if you are a follower of Maro and you ever followed those guys, just go and write bye-bye and you unsubscribe. These are the ungrateful people I am talking about. And guys, after today, don't ever watch them so they can actually feel the pain that I'm feeling. Imagine, guys, these guys come, they have nothing. And people like him, for example, Gintu, YouTube was paying him, guys, and it was paying him handsomely. Even I remember the first salary that he got, he went and bought cows. I was very happy for him. I told him, bro, if you keep doing like this, you're gonna grow. You will be somewhere. But now, he only wishes me disaster so that people can watch his videos. He can't post a positive video, even saying, okay, today even we did something good. It's always like walking away from trouble. He did a series called Walking Away from Trouble. Every day pretending like me and him, we having problems. Just because I cannot come out here and talk about him. But today is your last day, bro. Something that has a start must have an end. And even me, I am so tired. And actually, if they keep pushing me, we will find ourselves in a police station. Because I'm ready for this. Okay, Rocio, I need a charger.
Charge.
Yes. How my video is not going live?
The laptop.
Yeah.
Um,
1 minute. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Prepare me for the next person.
your video, like a no video.
It is a video I'm supposed to post. It's a video I'm supposed to post at 9. Okay, we still have some time. So imagine, guys, this guy every single day he's posting videos behaving that he's with me. Every day, pretending. Very disgusting, guys, and very bad. And these are guys, I'm telling you, I've never asked for any money. I've never asked for any money to do a collab with someone. I have never. I feed people, I feed. Okay, so let's go to the next person that you feel I should expose, that you guys are very tired. Tell me the next person. Mention Mama Ann. Okay, let me talk about Mama Ann's family. I know this is going to be tough, but they have to understand if they misbehave, I will expose them. And this is one. Even me, I want to expose people today. So Mama Ann's family, guys, this is a family that had nothing. You guys saw. And I still have respect to that family, a lot. And my biggest respect is to one Anne, the lady who actually gave me the letter and everything transformed. People I don't have respect for. There is this new girl who makes videos. I don't know her name. I just see the young girl that runs Mama Ann's channel. I don't have respect for that lady. And the reason being, she's being used by outsiders to bring commotions in our village. Number two in that family, somebody I don't like, is Mama Ann herself. She's not honest. And I'm sorry to say this, but that is the truth. Did you know that at some point, Baba Ann nearly committed suicide? Reason being, the businesses we opened for them, both families, okay? Today is today, guys. Businesses we opened for them, both families, the wife took his money. So Mama Ann had her own business, which was actually nearly 3 to 5 times the amount of money we spent opening Baba Ann's business. And the wife took all the money from the husband. And the husband felt so bad that he actually drank some pills and people rushed him to hospital. He nearly died. True story. I am Maro. I can't lie. I can't lie on this national television. I can't lie. Because the problem with Mama Ann, she's always playing victim, like, okay, please help me, please help me. And that's why you see, I've never visited that home again after that. I said goodbye and goodbye. Then the daughters came and asked me for help. I said no. So when they came to me, I told them, I cannot help you because we've really helped your family. And the fact is, we've opened businesses for your family. Your family right now should be rich, not every day coming back, help me, help me, help me. And this lady who runs the small channel came back saying she wanted me to connect him to Jamaican uncle for Jamaican uncle to be their sponsor. I said, no, it doesn't work like that. You as a family, we built you a house, okay? And we opened your business. The entire world saw that. So we cannot, okay, we cannot keep helping you because other people need help, especially if you have a business. And now the sad part was this. We opened a business and Mama Ann ate it all. And this is not sure. I am told she took she was inviting church members and they would eat and the business collapsed. Then she went and took, this is fact, she took Baba Ann's money, which Baba Ann had hidden somewhere in the house, and also with all the money he had made in the business. So Baba Ann nearly committed suicide, guys. Mayugno is here, he can testify. So sometimes we keep quiet, not because we cannot speak, just because we just don't want to put too much trouble. So that's why you see nowadays they are trying to close the road because they still feel like Maro should keep helping us. Why is he not helping us today? But all I say is this: I did my part as a human being, and all I wished was to see my neighbor living a better life. The problem comes when actually some of my subscribers cannot see deceit in people and they go there and actually tell people like, oh, let's help you, it seems. And then they use my name. They always use Marwa and try to fight me so people can help them. But I'm telling you, it's this person. Today we are exposing so that people know that if they keep committing this type of deceit, I will expose them and people will stop supporting them. And even another thing that happened is my mom was not happy with Mama Ann at one point because Mama Ann, after we built her house, she started saying that the house she's sleeping, some things beat her at night. Like that's something I was forgetting. That some things beat her at night, like I don't know, satanism, I don't know. So she was trying to create a scenario to imply that Marwa is a devil worshiper or something like that. I don't know. And my mom heard about that. And my mom told me, never let that family in your compound again. That's how I closed their business. That's why you've never seen me visiting them. That's why you never see me going in that family anymore. And I'm telling you guys, I respect that family and only one person, Anne, the lady who made me build them a house. She's pure-hearted. 100% pure hearted. But the rest, they will love if they see me finished or they don't care, guys. I swear before God. And if you're supporting them, I want you to know the type of people you're supporting. Even people supporting Mogesi, I want you to know the type of people you're supporting. Those are people who are fake, very fake. You know? And all this, they put it on Maro. And because Maro has a big YouTube channel and cannot say anything, so they keep doing that. Like now, they just closed the road. Yes, the road was diverted, it's true. And that was their land. But we've been passing there for over 20 years, guys. And now they use that to push me to the corner, to push me to see how I will react. You know? That is what is happening. Let's go to the next person. Reject them all, guys. Next person. I want people who you always see that they have fights with me so that I can explain where this fight is coming. And this is the things I've been dealing with, guys. And imagine, even with that, I still support. I still wake up in the morning and say, you know what? I'll keep supporting them. Imagine. These are my subscribers that I could not give anyone a collabo and keep them forever. Just the way my sister keeps her subscribers. But I decide to support. Somebody called Masubawan. Masubawan, I have no idea even who this guy is. All I know is he uses my name every single day to gain subscribers. But my mom has a police case with him. So I will not talk much about him. And personally, I've never helped him. So I don't want to associate myself even with that type of person. And also another thing is these are people who have never gone to school. So I cannot argue with people who have never gone to school. Let's go to the next person. Guys, I'm telling you, I go through fire, but I just keep quiet. I just keep quiet. I just keep quiet. But today, I will expose. Let's talk about Joyce diary. So Joyce is a lady who came from the UK and visited the village. The way she actually arrived in my home, when I look back, I realized like it was a setup. This is my personal opinion. It may not be factual, but it's like a setup, guys. So this lady, her name is Joyce, travels all the way from the UK and comes to the village where we live. But before she arrives here, when she arrives in Nairobi, I didn't know about her coming. So when she arrives, when she arrives in Nairobi, she meets my taxi driver who always takes me around Nairobi. His name is Dan. Dan gives me a call and says, "Hey, Marwa, there is one lady here from the UK. She actually says she knows you and she's coming to your village, but she has not booked any appointment. She's requesting me to ask for her permission so that you guys can host her." So I say, okay, fine. If she's coming from all that way from the UK and she's coming to the village, let her come. So I spoke to Dan and I spoke to Joyce. I told her, Joyce, feel free. You are welcome. Joyce comes to our home. We welcome her. Not where I live today because I had not moved here, but to the other place. She gets super warm reception, starting from me to my mom, to my parents. All along when Joyce was here, we didn't see anything bad. I'm very honest with this. There is nothing that I saw suspicious because she behaved very well. She was jovial. And my mom or my family never asked her for anything. We never asked her for money. We never asked her for anything, even nothing, guys, for her to stay in our home. We were just good people who received someone who had traveled thousands of kilometers to be in the village. Now, when she left is when things blew out of proportion. When Joyce left the village, I don't know what happened. First is, it's not her who runs the YouTube channel, it's her daughter. So that is one thing you have to understand. Joyce herself does not, when she was here, at least when she was here, I can testify for that. She didn't know how to edit her own videos. And she used to use her daughter. I don't know how old her daughter is, but all I know is she used to send the videos to her daughter, and the daughter would put her title, the videos, and all these things. Okay? So technically, what you see sometimes in her videos are scripted from her daughter. That one I can assure you. Me, I've never met her daughter before. I have never. I don't even know how old she is. But all I know is most of the videos you watch, they don't actually come from her. So when she left, she started accusing one guy here for SA. That's when I realized, but before actually that, she started saying, "Oh, I want to expose the village. There is something in my mind. I've always kept it in my mind. One day I'll let you know." So everybody was worried. "Oh, Joyce, what happened to you in the village that today you want to expose?" Guys, you'll have to give me 1 minute. I need to change something here. You'll have to wait 1 minute, guys. I need to change something here. There's a video which I'm supposed to premiere. So I want to change it. I want to change it to some other time. Oh my God, maybe I use my phone. Let me use my phone. You'll have to wait. You'll have to wait, guys. You'll have to wait. Let me do this quickly before. Oh my God.
You want me to do it?
Okay, ma'am. Just a minute. One, two. You guys have to wait. You want people to be exposed today, so just wait. Just stay calm. Oh, it's already premiering. Okay, I'll put it. It's already premiering. People are watching already. Oh my God, it's already premiering. Oh God, I don't know if it will accept this. It's already premiering. Okay, after this, go watch my other video. Okay, after this, go watch, or I can delete it and upload it. Right, Rocio? I can delete and upload.
I
It's
think a lot of people is watching probably already.
yeah, but I don't want them to run concurrently with this video. Yeah, I better delete. Guys, I'm deleting my video.
Sure.
Yeah, I will upload it. Not very many people, because otherwise that video, all energy I've put will disappear. Just
When was premiering? Like just now
it's
or?
premiering right now as I speak. We have. Let me just delete it, guys. Let me just delete it. You guys can wait a minute. I fix this video. So today is today. Just know today is today. People like Ayamogesi, those ones, they have to stay away from my name. And I think even the problem with that guy is there's a guy called Chacha who pushes him. And today I'm exposing everything. Rocio, you know how to delete a video?
Yeah, again.
1 minute, I see. Yeah, I will delete it. I will delete it, then I will post it even tomorrow. It's not a problem. Video deleted. Okay, so where were we? Where were we? Where were we? Where were we? You know, the problem with these people is because I don't speak. So they always say, oh, because they don't speak, because Maro does not speak, we can do whatever we want. We can use his name as much as we want.
You delete it?
Yes, I already deleted it. Yes, so, but today I've decided enough is enough. Okay? Enough is enough. So who was I talking to? I know I just deleted it. After I will put it tomorrow. No pressure, guys. No pressure. Today is Sunday. Let me let you know what is in my heart. So, what is the situation that happened in the village? There was no situation. The only situation she wanted was kind of to use my name to keep growing her YouTube channel. And guys, this is the thing. When you visit Marwa and you want a collab, me, I'll give you a collab, guys, for free. I don't even ask you anything. But all I have to do after that is just wish you all the best so that you can push yourself to the next level. But if things don't go right, it's not Marwa's fault. Because in the first place, you didn't even pay me anything. Imagine, guys, these people come, we host them for free. And guys, I'm not saying all people who came to our home and we hosted them for free, they are a problem. We have people like Jamaican Uncle, super amazing people, very amazing people. We have the Jamaican boss. We have a lot of people we've hosted. Finding Ian, for example, even right now he is in my house. He's been a nice person for years. We've never had problems. But today I'm here to expose people who want it quick and they have to use Marwa's name. Even me, I am tired. Nimechoka. You know, when you've reached the end, you're like, okay, kufa dereva, kufa makanga. No matter what, let it be. That's where I've reached today. So for Joyce, I concluded, this is my conclusion. And with all respect, that there could be something wrong with her, probably. Because at her age, she won't say, I am sending people to attack her. Guys, I swear, I can swear to my living mom, if I am lying, I can bet on my mom's life. I have never sent anyone to attack anyone on social media, I swear. But I can tell my guys here, I can tell Gitiriba, you see what these people are doing. You see what this person is doing. You see this person. I can talk about them here in my compound because I know at one point these people were with them. So Joyce's story, I have closed. I have closed. And today I will expose all of them. Who next? Somebody says Minhao. No, Minhao is my good friend. We've never had issues with Minhao. Minhao is a hardworking lady, same as Paris, guys. And I'm not defending anyone. I swear if there was a problem, I would have told you. Yes. I remember for Paris, it's just one time that she left my home after staying for a while without saying goodbye. And we sorted that out, guys. And even me, I let it go. Steve J1. No, Steve J1 is still my good friend. You know, guys, there is when nobody is perfect in this world. Nobody is perfect. At some point, someone can mess you up, then you talk out the issues and it ends. Okay? You can talk out issues and it ends. Let's talk about Nairobi teacher because these are people I have helped. Nairobi teacher is a guy who came to my home, if you have no idea. He came to my home crying like a baby. Let me try to cry as a baby, guys. Maybe you guys will understand. But this is not how he cried. I'm just trying to make a joke. Nyeh, nyeh, help. Nyeh. This is Nairobi teacher. Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. Yeah, I want milk, 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 milk. This is a joke. Okay, this is a joke. Hey, baby, you look too old to cry for milk. Milk, 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 help, help, help. I am tired of these people, guys. I am. When you reach at the end, like you've hit the wall and you've bounced back and you've hit the wall, you're like, you know what? I am passing with this wall. Okay? This is Nairobi teacher. I told him, baby, you are crying and you are an old man. He changed his voice from yeah, yeah to yeah, yeah. I told him this is not a cry. This sounds like somebody who is deep asleep and is in his 70s, heading to 80s, super close to 80s. I told him, go back to your home. This is a joke, guys. At this point, I'm joking. He said, I have no fear. This is the only part I am joking. The rest I was so serious, guys. So I am making that joke because I'm just trying to show you how people are ungrateful. Somebody would come in your home crying, 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 even pretending to cry when even they cannot cry. I looked at this guy, asked him, bro, you sure you've left teaching to come and do YouTube? He said, Maro, you give me hope, bro. When I watch you, I feel super nice. I feel I can quit my job and still make it. I asked him, bro, what's the plan? For me, I should quit. I quit my job when already YouTube is paying. Help, 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 help. Help, help, help. I said, okay, we will help you. Somebody saying wang in the comment. Okay, guys, for jokes purpose, type how he cried because you guys watched the video, so I can do that. Type how he cried, then I will cry like him. Type how he cried, I will imitate him. Type. Somebody says, guys, if you cry like that, even my internet will disappear. It will say, let me rest my case here. Hey, okay. Now, end of jokes. Back to business. Back to business. Okay. So Nairobi teacher, guys, is a guy who came from Nairobi. He came to my home and said he had no hope being a teacher anymore, but he wanted Marwa to help him. I swear before God, guys, I never asked him for anything. I helped him. I swear with a clean heart. I swear God is my witness. And guys, I tell you, I have never helped someone and told them, when you make it, give me some money or something. I swear I help for free, guys. I swear God is my witness. I can bet this on my own life. And when I'm helping people, I'm always like, bro, I hope you succeed. So that one day you can tell your story, but just include my name there saying, one day I met a guy called Maro and he helped me and look where I am today. Nairobi teacher became very, very, very unhappy with other people's success. His biggest problem was Mayugno. He could not understand why Mayugno, a guy, okay, who does not speak English, would still make more views than him. So he decided he will break Mayugno up. He started with separating his handman, okay, who was a guy called Mapopo. Then Mayugno realized this is not a good guy I'm dealing with. He distanced himself. Now, the guy, I don't know, they tricked who and who and who. They made sure Mayugno and his best friend, who was Mapopo then, they have separated. So technically, this guy never came in this village with good intentions. He just came to separate, destroy, and trash. You know, one thing I've come to learn, guys, is time tells it all. Nothing beats time, guys, in this world. Give people time and their true faces will always come. Even if they come crying, grrr, 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 like a goat matata, just give them time. You will see their true colors. Okay, guys, that is the story of Nairobi teacher. It's not too much. And this guy later discovered, oh, Maro is not saying anything. So he started saying, exposing Maro and his friends. What are you exposing? What are you exposing? A grown full teacher. How can you expose somebody like Mayugno? A guy who does not speak English. You speak better English than him. Maybe it's time you ask yourself, God, where did I do wrong that I can speak good English? And there's a guy who can't speak English, but in the same field, and he still beats me 10-0. Because you are deceitful. You never have pure intentions. And if you're watching this video, Nairobi teacher, go back to God and pray for forgiveness. Because God sees people's heart. So officially, Nairobi teacher, never step in my home again. That one I have closed. Okay. Next guy, Strongman. Guys, for Strongman, being a family man, I'll respect him. And also being older than me, I'll respect him. But the thing that I did not like about Strongman, with all my honesty, he was not honest. Strongman came to my home saying he want to help. The other day I saw him making a video with Why Not Alex, saying he was the loser. He said, who was the loser? Mara or me? I was the loser. Now he's talking to himself. How can you be the loser in a place you've delivered free work? You've announced to the world
that from today I will work for free for you. In exchange, you build my YouTube channel. Guys, I worked hardly. Guys, I help people. Strongman, with all respect, he was one of the guys who earned a lot of money from this compound. Let me put the story the way it is. Personally, there is a doctor from the US. I don't want to mention her name. Sent me 38,000 that I gave out to Strongman. I gave it out to Strongman. A lot of people, including Nasto, was sent money to give Strongman. Strongman never told people that part of his. A lot of my subscribers sent Strongman money. Even when Strongman was here, God is my witness, I used to give him money from my own pocket. I can't remember exactly how much money, but minimum, it cannot be less than 5,000, maybe every week or every 10 days. I can't remember exactly, because that time we had a lot of commotions going on. A lot of people, we were gearing to having the party. I cannot remember exactly how I dealt with Strongman. Strongman, one thing I realized about him, his work was perfect. I will give credit where it was. But sometimes Strongman did not even want to work. Some days he would wake up, I would have like to ask him, Strongman, what's going on? I would bring people to work, but Strongman would not look like he's ready to work. And honestly, guys, let's be honest. If you've said you have arrived in this home to work for free, what does that mean, guys? What does that mean when you say you are working for free? What does that mean? It means it's for free. You don't expect any pay. Let's be honest. It means it's for free. Personally, when Strongman was leaving my compound, I gave him money. I gave him money. I don't know even how much that money was, but at least I gave him a lot of money. And I even paid for his family, the entire trip from here to Mombasa, back. And also, guys, remember, these people don't only stay in my home for free. I cook, they eat. I'm spending money, even if they are working. But it's good when you say, I want to work for you and you pay for me. You pay my service back. It is good that way. You make everything clear. But it is deceit. It is lies when you say, I have come here to work for you for free, and in the middle of the game, you say, oh, you know, I have a family. Oh, this is not happening. Oh, do this. Let's be honest, guys. If we really want to speak truth honest, I saw him in his last video with the guy called Why Not Alex saying he was the loser. How can you lose in a place where you're working for free? Free is free. If it's not free, just say it's not free. And then people try to create a scenario where people say, oh, people just go at Marwa's home and they work for free and he never pays them. It's not like that. They came and told me it's free. Guys, be a man of your word. When it's free, it's free. Just say it is free. If you feel it's not free, just say it's not free. Nobody's forcing you. I never brought Strongman from Mombasa to here. He came by himself. There was no contract anywhere. He came by himself. And this is the last time I'm exposing these people. And you'll never hear me talk about them. Okay? You will never hear me talk about them anymore. And I want you guys, we rest this case once and for all. But I just have a small, better heart for Strongman because he's a family man. He should have come clean and say, Maro, look, I know when I came to your home, I said I want to work for free. But to be honest, I feel like working for free, I may not feed my family. How can you support me apart from the first agreement we agreed that you open me a YouTube channel? And guys, I grew his channel from 0 to 6,000 when he left here. In less than 3 months, guys. Who does that? Do you know how actually to build a channel is?
He received a lot of money. Tell the truth.
He received a lot of money, guys. I want to make that clear. A lot of my subscribers, guys, I am Strongman. If I'm lying, God punish me. You received a lot of money that you never told subscribers that you received. Every day you came out crying. Oh no, I am working for free here at Ayamarwa. My family is far away. Bro, be honest. And that's why since this year, I've decided nobody will work in my home for free. I pay you, you don't film videos here, you go back to your home. I don't want people saying, I want to work for free, for free. It is always a lie. If building a channel to seek, and you see, the reason why their channels die, and I'll give them a free advice, is because they are dishonest. Because when you are dishonest, people can always read that. Time will bring that. You see, even somebody is here saying, Mr. W. John says, I sent Strongman money. Look, people are saying, it's not me saying. I can even pin, it's not. Trust me, I had no idea you sent Strongman money. But I know Nasto used to receive money on behalf. Strongman himself used to receive money on his own behalf. I gave one time Strongman 38,000 Kenyan shillings. I also personally, from my pocket, I gave Strongman money. I swear before God, I can't remember how much, because at that time I was dealing with a lot of people. Some people were doing tiling, others were doing doors, others were doing electricity. Guys, I had close to 50 people working for me. But and Strongman was being treated as VIP in this home. The food I ate is what Strongman ate. There is no way I treated him bad. And even if, to be honest, I think Strongman owns me money. Because building your channel from 0 to 6,000, how much would you pay for that? I hosted you for 3 months for free, in the name that you are working here for free, which later it became a problem. Guys, even I said, oh God, what is this? Strongman, go and tell people you want them to support you as Strongman. Don't use my name every single day. Okay? The only thing they know is there is no way Maro will one day talk about me. So let me keep using his name. And guys, it is deceit. In this world, we are living one life. It's always to be honest. It's always to be honest. Even if you die today, it is always to be honest. So Strongman, just because you are a family man, I am 50-50 with you. So if you apologize and you come clean, with all honesty, I can still work with you. Because I never hated that man. I swear I can take my Bible up. I personally liked Strongman. But the way he was behaving was not okay. It was not okay. It was not okay. Next person. Today is today. Next person. Somebody says Max 1. No, I've never helped that guy. I have no idea who he is. Thank you. Some donations coming in. Let me read them. May God grant you wisdom of Solomon and surround you and Rocio with honest and respect to as your wealth and family increases. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. God bless you also. Thank you. God bless you. So let me talk about this guy called Ivan Tunes. Ivan. This is a story I've never talked about. Guys, this is a guy who wanted to put me in jail for, I swear before God, doing nothing. Just because he liked a girl that I liked. And I invited that girl to his house. And guys, ask yourself one question. If somebody is hosting you, even on a wrong mind, not right mind, even let me use this as a joke. even on the left, on the left mind, not right mind, left mind. How could you invite someone to a place where you're invited without them knowing? This is one person I regret meeting in my entire life, and it is my biggest regret. There is no any other regret since I grew up. I've seen some regrets here and there, but my biggest regret was meeting this American guy called Ivan. This guy wanted to put me in jail, and he tried saying I was trying to SA a girl because he knew him being an American and me being in his house, he could easily set me up for anything. So how did I meet this guy? So one time I was in Washington, D.C. traveling, okay? I was in Washington, D.C. traveling. I wrote on my Instagram, hey, who is in Washington, D.C. to host me? America is so expensive, I have to be honest. Even America is quite expensive. Right now, my sister is in New York. She's paying $350 a night. You know, that money in the village here, you could easily start building somebody a house. And because I have some of my followers who are very honest, so I trusted this guy. This guy flew all the way, okay? He flew all the way from Colombia to come and meet me in Washington. Because the moment he responded that, hey, I live in Washington, D.C., but right now I'm in Colombia, I would like to host you in my house. So don't mind, I'm booking my flight right now. So this guy books his flight to come and meet me in Washington, D.C. So me, I was so surprised. I was like, wow, this guy is one of my biggest fans. How come he can actually book a flight immediately to just come and see me and host me? Can you imagine that? Another person would have easily said, oh, yeah, I am in Washington, D.C., but currently, I live in Washington, D.C., but currently I am not there. So he would have said, oh, maybe next time I'll host. So this guy came. So just because of that gesture, guys, just because of that gesture, I trusted this guy. I said, this is my bro. And again, he told me he was originally from Africa. So I said, this is a guy who understands my journey. This is an African like me. He's originally from Africa. So he understands my journey. So I trusted this guy. So this guy, one time in his house, I have to expose these guys so I can clear my name out. One time in his house, one time when I was staying in his house, I told him there was a lady I was talking to, okay? Actually, this lady was from Thailand. She wanted me and her to meet, okay? Let me just say the way it is. So I told him, I would not like to meet this lady in your house, okay? But I would like to meet, actually this lady was staying in Delaware. And me, that time, I was in Washington, D.C. area, because he stays in Maryland, but in Washington, D.C. area, okay? Okay, I want you to follow this story, because this story is connected to every story until to the end, okay? So I told him, I would not like to meet this lady in your house. I would like to go and meet her halfway. This guy had 2 cars in his house. And by that time, he used to work from home. Okay? So I told him, man, you are my good friend. And all this time, he pretended to be a good friend. And guys, I'm telling you, never trust and I'm sorry to say this. People who laugh and make jokes, funny jokes around you, funny jokes that sometimes you feel like, why did you say that? But again, you ignore it and say, he's my good friend. Because this guy used to make some funny jokes about me, and he's my good friend. So let me expose this. And this is not even exposing, it's telling the story, the side of my story. Telling a story of my side, like the one I've never told the world. So I ended up telling him, hey man, look, there is this lady who wants to meet me. This lady initially was from Thailand. So now that you live in Maryland, and this lady has said, this lady has said she can come halfway, because my plan and her plan was to meet in a city called Ocean City in Maryland. It's a beach city, so at least we could go to the beach, enjoy. And that time, I was not dating Rocio, so I was a free guy, single guy, trying to see out there who could be my wife. So it's nothing I regret about, guys. Nothing I regret about. Because I was a free guy. I was single, and I was traveling alone. And there's this lady, I had met her in Thailand, but we didn't even have time for each other when I was in Thailand. So it's coincidentally, we were all in USA, okay? And we said, let's meet. So I told Ivan, look, you are my good friend. If you don't mind, you can drive me, okay? You can drive me to Ocean City. If you don't mind, because I'm not forcing anyone, guys. Because I was staying in his house and he has 2 cars, he's not doing anything. And Ocean City from his house was 1 hour, I think 1 hour, 30 minutes. And it's a place I had never gone, so we could easily travel together there. Actually, not traveling, he could drop me. It's just 1 hour. America, people don't, and in America, guys, people don't like public transport. People like to drive. And people who live in America can testify. Okay? So Ivan said, oh, Marwa, you're going to meet a girl and you want me to drive you there. I cannot. I am busy. Imagine this guy flew from Colombia to come and meet me. Then when I met him, I told him this small favor. He said, that is what he told me. Oh, I am busy, Maro. I can't drive you there. Okay. So I said, okay, no problem. So I went on my Instagram, guys. I said, hey, anyone in Washington, D.C. who is free tomorrow, I would like to have a favor. One guy, I swear before God, called Mo. Backpack Mo. He's my good friend. I still follow him on Instagram. Guys, I'm the last guy who can turn against a good friend. I am the last guy. Because my currency is trust. Let me show you this guy. Backpack Mo. Backpack Mo. Backpack Mo. He's here. I still follow him. This guy. Let me show you. You can ask this guy the story I'm going to tell you next, and he will tell you. He's my witness. If I'm lying, because sometimes people say, oh, that guy is lying. Ask that guy. He will tell you the story that I'm to tell you. So, Backpack Mo says, oh, Marwa, I'm in Washington, D.C. Tomorrow I'm not working in a restaurant. He's actually a chef. What favor would you want? Because I've always wanted to meet you. I told him, Backpack Mo, man, I want to go and meet this lady in Ocean City. And Ivan, the guy I'm staying with, has said he's very busy. He cannot drop me there. I'm just looking for a guy who can drop me there. I've tried to look for a train heading to Ocean City. There is no train. I've seen all means of transport. And by that time, summer was kind of ending. So there were no public buses heading there. Okay? So Backpack Mo says, oh, Marwa, don't worry. I will take you. Okay? So I tell Ivan, oh, Ivan, you know what? There is a guy here in Washington, D.C. He has accepted to take me there. So first, I would like him to come to your house to pick me up. Then from there, we go to Ocean City. Are you okay of him coming to your house to pick me to go to Ocean City? He says, Maro, there's no problem. If you find someone, come with him. Let's go. So Backpack Mo comes, picks me up. He came with another guy. I forgot his name. He's a very good friend of Backpack Mo. They came, two guys. Actually, there is a video I posted on YouTube called Police Stopped Us in America. Because we were rushing and the police stopped, like over speeding. So Backpack Mo, okay, came and collected me. We went to Ocean City. All Backpack Mo asked me was, Marwa, we can find a bigger room, a bigger house, like 2-3 bedroom. Okay, actually asked for 2 bedroom. So you can have time with your girl, and me and my friend, we can have a space. Because if we book it together, actually I think even it's Backpack Mo who booked the house. I don't remember who actually booked. He was very excited to meet me, that he was like, okay, Maro, I'm gonna take care of you because you're in my home. So he booked the place. So we went. I told Ivan goodbye. Guys, can you believe it? When we arrived in Ocean City, the first message I got, so I met the lady that we were supposed to meet. The first message I got was Ivan telling me, hey Marwa, did you meet the lady? Send me a picture I see. So I took wholeheartedly, I took a picture of her and I sent it to Ivan. I said, yes, she's here with us. We are actually exploring. We went to a place where there were a lot of events, where this place is very famous. You know what Ivan said? I am on my way coming. This guy picked his car, okay? Ocean City. He comes to a house, okay? I swear before God, he comes to a house where already we had booked 2 rooms. We have no space. And the first thing he's saying, if I can remember, this one I'm not remembering very clear, is, oh, your girl looks so nice. Your girl is so beautiful. So that is, he met us. Backpack Mo was there. Backpack Mo, he's there. If I'm lying, ask this guy this story. Go and ask him to tell you this story. You know, you guys may think I'm making this up. Ask this guy this story. Ask this guy. Ask this guy. Go and ask him. Go and ask him if I'm lying. This guy comes to say, oh, and now the weird part is after we did the city tour, it was evening. So we went back to our house. Okay. So we were sitting, we were actually 4 boys and this one lady. Okay. This lady trusted me so much in front of all these men. You know, Ivan had already arrived with some liquor. Okay. He's saying, oh, and he's making these jokes. I want you to listen carefully. I swear God is my witness. Oh, Maro, tonight you're gonna enjoy. And you're gonna let us hear. Why can't you let us enjoy also? Okay. I swear, before the girl was sitting there. But he made it as a joke. He made it as a joke. I swear before God. Ask this guy Backpack Mo if I'm lying. And I can swear to my Bible. I felt so weird. I felt so bad that I held this girl and we went to a room and we closed the door. I couldn't even trust this guy that I could leave the door like that. I went and closed the door. And me and her, we agreed that tomorrow morning we'll wake up. The first thing is go and find our own separate place to stay. Which we woke up in the following day and we found a new place. But because of the respect that Backpack Mo had driven me all the way from Washington, D.C. to Ocean City, I told him, we will meet, okay? We will meet in the beach so we can shoot our videos, which we did. Because I didn't want to say, to hell with you, I am gone. So I left. And this guy, I didn't want to know the next thing about him because he did. So we spent time with the guy. The worst part was all of my bags were in his house. So I had to go back to his house. So everybody was like, oh, bro. It was a joke, but not a good joke. I want you to connect the dots. We have over 3,000 people watching this. So I want you to connect the dots. How someone nearly set me up. I nearly went to jail for something I didn't do. That was the first red light with this guy. Red flag. After that, I went back to his house and he'll still make jokes. Oh, Marwa, how dare you just enjoyed and left us just in the bench and like he because he slept on that day he slept on the main space sitting area. So it was weird. And then me and my friend Aaron Dante, we decided after that we will go to Colombia. Okay? So we went to Colombia. So that was the first red flag that I should have known this is a wrong person to be around with. But I didn't learn my lesson. So I'm telling you this story that you don't find yourself, especially when people make some jokes that kind of are very weird. But you kind of say, oh, 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 oh. So this is another story of Ivan. Second red flag. One day, me and me and Aaron Dante, we went to Colombia. So Aaron Dante was my good friend. It was on my birthday. Actually, it was 15th November, I think 1 year or 2 years ago. We went to Colombia. Aaron Dante is my good friend, guys. When we were in Colombia, I had a friend that I knew, a lady friend. And Ivan is always with ladies. And that's why he nearly set me up with a lady. So let me finish this story. So one day we went to Colombia with Aaron Dante. It was on my birthday. Actually, I went to celebrate. So when I was in Colombia with Aaron, it was on my birthday. Actually, you guys, I think you remember that time. Somebody says your story is not making sense. It will make sense at the end. Just chill. Maybe you just joined. You calm down. And if it's not making sense, disappear. Nobody's forcing you to tune on Marwa. You can watch CNN. So when we went to Colombia, me and Aaron Dante, for my birthday, there was a friend of mine. Her name was Emily. I had known this lady for a very long time because before those years, I had lived in Colombia 2 years prior. So, like, I had known her for a long time, probably you can say 4 or 5 years. She was not my girlfriend, but it was a lady who was very close to me that I always tried, you know? And somebody saying Priya. Priya is coming on the line because also it's connected to this same guy I'm talking about. No, don't, that guy, leave him, let him comment. Don't, Radeka, just let him. Because Priya is also connected to this one guy called Ivan. So when we went to Colombia, I was with Emily and my friend Aaron Dante. Ivan called. Hey boys, where are you? We said, hey, we are in Colombia chilling. Look, this is this is Aaron, this is me, and this is my friend Emily. Actually, you know what happened? That guy booked a flight from Ecuador. He was in Ecuador. He booked a flight immediately and came to Colombia. And when me and Aaron and Emily, we were together, okay, Ivan joined us another day, okay, and Ivan was, Emily, can you be my video editor? So Emily is sitting next to me here, okay, this is Marwa, this is Emily, this guy comes forcefully, forcing himself on a girl that even he has, just because I've introduced him, hey, this is Emily, my friend. So you know what I did? I said, goodbye, Emily. I don't want to fight my friendship with this guy called Ivan. You, Emily, you can decide if you want to deal with him. If I am lying, Aaron Dante is there to ask. Because every story I'm telling you, there is a witness. Even ask Aaron Dante, bro, even me, what type of a person is this? That he would force himself to your girls like this. Okay? Too much forcing to and like, hey, give me your number, you can be my video editor, we can talk and discuss the payment. I'm like, bro, what's not going on? So I pulled back. Okay? I pulled back. I said, you know, to hell with Emily, I'll just chill for the boys' friendship. So I said, okay. Number 3, I want you to understand this. Number 3, this guy Ivan calls me and says, hey, Dr. B, wow, thank you for donating $200, Dr. B. Actually, Dr. B, God is my witness, one time sent money to Strongman, and you sent it to me and I gave him. I never even kept a cent, because honesty for me is everything I stand with. Thank you, Dr. B. One time Dr. B sent me money, I gave it to Strongman. Strongman never said it. He said he was never paid, he worked for free. Dr. B is there to it. If I'm lying, thank you, Dr. B, for $200 US. So I said, you know what? I don't want to deal with Emily because I already know Ivan. And still up to that point, I still considered him as my friend. Okay. Okay. I said, okay, it's okay. I'll still deal with this guy called Ivan. Third scenario. Actually, the 50 scenario is where he's setting me up. Third scenario, because this is somebody's character. He's always following me, trying to see any girl I'm talking to. He's right there. He's everything. So I didn't know. All he wanted from me was to have access to what I access. That is all he wanted. And he seriously wanted to put me down by any means, even if it means for me to go to jail, for him to have what I have. Okay? So today I will tell you his story because you guys have asked. And actually, even I came to discover he is a secret agent of the US government. And last time I went to apply for my US visa, and this lady said, we cannot give you the US visa. So that's another news I'm telling you. I applied for my US visa the other day, and they said no. And I have a feeling, this one I'm not sure, it's a feeling that he could be the one who went there and put information, because he works with the US immigration intelligence. Those guys that deport people without telling you, you know. That's why he's able to manipulate. That's why he's able to manipulate people. He can let you talk things that you don't even want to talk, because he knows how to manipulate and make you look like a fool. He did the same thing to a big YouTuber here in Africa called Wodomai. He made him look like a fool. He made him look as a fool. This guy was talking things that a normal human being cannot talk. And I came to learn about this after a long time of knowing him, because I used to ask him, "What's your job?" He would not tell me. He will say he works as a real estate. No, he's an FBI, like an immigration type of FBI. That guy who never wears a uniform, but he knows everybody's detail. So I have a feeling he went to my file and added something there. I have a feeling like that. So when I went to apply for my visa, they said no. But one thing I can say is, America gave me a chance, 5 years. I visited America for 5 years. I visited nearly all the best places I wanted. Even right now, if they say no, I'm still okay. I'm still okay. But I have a feeling, I am not 100% sure. I have a feeling he went and added something into my, in America, anytime you do, anytime you cross the border, they write some information. He added something in my recipe. So maybe when I went to apply for my visa, they said, because the lady there said, "Oh, let me see, there's something here, there's some information here." But it has nothing to do with the allegation he wanted to put on me. I swear before God. Because before I left America, guys, I went and I got a police clearance. I still even think I have it here. Because I was traveling to Peru, Mr. Mtua took me and I got a police clearance. I have zero crime. I have never committed any crime in the US. But this guy wanted to fix me to a crime. But God saw me through. God saw me through. And I know one day again I will apply for this visa and I'll get it. I am telling you. So they rejected my visa. That's a story I'm telling you. But that's a story for another day. So let me finish with this guy called Ivan. But look, guys, I'm so strong. I'm so strong that the time they rejected my visa is the time that Rocio they stole things from Rocio. So one day I remember I went to my community tag and I said, "Hey guys, you can pray for us." People are like, "Oh, why should we pray for you? You don't, just be careful." No, we were going through a rough time. Okay. But all I know is my success is not attached to one American visa. It has never. And God cannot bring me all this far to put me down. There is no day, guys. I have come from ashes like nothing. I built myself on honesty and wishing other people well to where I am today. So there is nobody taking me down. Only God himself can decide. And even up to this point, I've done much for myself and for my community, that if anything happens, I'll gladly say, "Thank you, God, for today." So let me finish for you this story of Ivan. So I leave Ivan with Emily. Me, Aaron Dante, and my friend called, what's her name? I forgot her name. A Colombian lady. We went to Cancun. Actually, I wanted to date this lady. Her name was Heidi. She was a very nice lady, and I didn't have a problem with her. We went to Cancun to have just a good time from Colombia after my birthday. You know what happened? This guy called Ivan calls me and says, calls me and says, "Heidi has blocked me." I ask him, "Bro, why does my girl block you? What are you two guys fighting? What is going on?" He never answers. So I asked the girl, Heidi, "Hey, why are you fighting with Ivan?" Heidi keeps quiet. Me and Heidi, I say to hell. Case closed. That's why I never dated that lady. If you saw me with a lady in Cancun, that is the reason I never dated that lady. I closed the case. Now I was very cautious. I was super cautious with this guy called Ivan. Very cautious. But you see, all along, he would smile. And you see, these jabs that he's kicking me are not head on. You know, are those jabs that pass here. They don't come on your face. And at least I should admit I was a fool not to see this. I was a fool, 100%. Marwa, I told myself, Marwa, you are a fool. And I agree, I was a fool. But now that fool is smarter. Okay? So Ivan, after all these guys, writes my sister D. I think he sent my sister some money, and somehow, my sister told me about this. It was so weird. So I'm like, bro, this guy is hitting all of the girls I'm trying to date. He's still going even after my own young sister. It's different, guys. When you meet a guy who is your friend and he wants to date your sister, that one is different. But it's different when a guy who you've been running away from, he's trying to hit any girl he sees you with. Now he's even on your sister. So I told my sister, stay away from this guy. That's why you never see my sister doing collabos with this guy here. Called Ivan. Okay. 2 last case scenario of this guy, and we close the case because I've never talked about him, because the last one is the worst case. Actually, not the last one, this one that I'm going to talk about. So one time I traveled to Europe. Okay, I was in Europe. I was in a bar, not really a bar, like a nightclub, because a bar is like old school. Guys, you have to understand, as a young man, when you're traveling out there, you want to see what this world is offering. And by then I was single, so I can't travel to Europe and go sleep in a bed. I want to go and see what is happening out there. So I went to a nightclub. Actually, a friend of mine called Echo, okay, took me there. So Echo told me, Mara, I'm going to take you to a place where the who's and who's of this country, of Poland, party. So we went to the capital of Poland. What is the capital of Poland, ma'am? I forgot. Capital of Poland, guys, type there. Okay. So I'm waiting for Echo from Ghana. Yes, I met this guy called Echo. Warsaw, thank you. So I went to a club. Echo took me to this club. Echo was a friend I had met in Colombia when I was still very young. So he took me to this club. Man, when we went there, it was a young people's club. People just partying, soft music. It was on the rooftop. True story. I ended up meeting this lady. First, number one rule for you to go to that club is you have to be 21 years and above. And if I'm lying, you can Google that club. I forgot the name. You know, I travel so much. I forgot the name. But that club asked everyone to show an identification for you to go there. And that club was for 21 years and above. So I went there. Maro as a lion. I see a cute girl on the corner. I'm like, bro, I'm going to talk to this girl. Because we are socializing. Guys, nothing much. So I talked to one girl there. Okay? I talked to this girl and this story is all related to Ivan. And this is the girl who nearly finished my career. And actually, since that day, I feared women like plague. Okay? So I talked to this girl. This girl really felt my vibe, and I felt her vibe. So number one thing is I was very convinced she was 21 years and above because I met her in a place where you have to be 21 years and above to be. And when I met her, she was drinking alcohol with another friend. Actually, the friend wanted to talk to me, but I chose this girl, who later we agreed we are going to meet in America. But now, here is a story twist. So I was in Europe. I traveled, I went to India, I did this, Sri Lanka. I went to very many countries after that. Close to maybe 10, 15 after meeting this lady. This lady would still text me on Instagram. Hey, how are you doing, Marwa? How is everything? So I'll just keep in touch because it's a lady I met when I was traveling. But remember, I just met her in a club and we never left. I never left with her. We just knew each other. We talked, we vibed. We exchanged Instagrams, and that was it, guys. So this lady and me kept on into contact. You know, as a young man, you're like, maybe this could be my next wife. Because you don't know who, because wives don't come with a marker saying this is your wife. It's try and error. And this is the new life you are. And as a young man, you have to go through that. So I met this lady. I was 100% convinced she's 21 years and above because the club that we met was for 21 years and above. So we kept in contact. I kept traveling. So when I was in Kenya, she kept writing me, hey, Mara, I want to see you again. I miss you and things like this. And me, I'll say, okay, I miss you too. Because honestly, we had connected in a good way. So it would be nice to see each other again. But she should say, hey, when are you coming to Europe? I'm like, no, I have no plans for Europe. My next country I'll go is America. She said, okay, fine, Maro. I want to meet you in the US. First, I told her, no, if you want to see me, you can come to Africa. Okay? She said, oh, I can't come to Africa because it's very dangerous and I fear and this. I told her, no problem. If you feel it's dangerous, me, my next destination is America because I was not ready to keep following the lady. If she wants to come, she can come. Okay? So the lady says, oh, America is great because we can meet there. So before I leave, she said, okay, I just want one favor from you. Would you buy me a flight ticket? I said, no, I can't buy you a flight ticket. First, even I've not reached America because America is another country. You may even arrive at the border with even a visa and they say, no, you can't enter. So I told her, no, let me first arrive there. Once I'm there, we can talk about it. Sure enough, you know who received me at the airport the day I was arriving? Was Ivan and a guy called Sultan. He's blocked, but I think after today, I will unblock him. I blocked him since that day, but I will unblock him. Not because he has changed, because also he tried to use me in a bad way to grow his audience. Okay? So I told Ivan, first, I am rampant. Thank you so much, my brother. And you have a YouTube channel. Big shout out to you. Thank you so much. So I told Ivan, here is my flight ticket. Okay? I will arrive on this date. But for you, I don't think I'll meet you. He asked me, why, Maro? You don't want to meet me? I told him, because when I will arrive in New York City, I will stay at Sultan's place because Sultan was my friend and he used to host me. And thank you, Sultan. Thank you for that. I don't take it for granted. He used to host me. Okay? So I will be there, but I am not going to DC. I'm not going to Washington, DC. From New York, I will fly to Miami because I am going to meet this lady from Europe. When Ivan heard that, Can you guys believe the person who received me at the airport, actually he arrived one day before my flight came, and he stayed in Sultan's place where I was going to stay with his cousin who is from Cameroon, who was from Cameroon, who I still feel a lot of pity for, you know, a lot of pity for. Because that guy does not speak English, he stays in the house, there is nothing he does. I feel so bad for him. He better even go back to Cameroon. Imagine he doesn't speak English, he doesn't go out, he's very bored. But this guy cannot even let him do even casual too much. But that is more personal. That is not about me, but this is something I saw. Eh, there is a cock making noise. Rocio, there's a cock making noise. Go tell Masubo.
I don't know where my food is.
Call Sabega to slaughter it. Guys, you'll have to give me a minute. Let me call Sabega. Guys, in our culture, it's not okay when a cock or a rooster makes noise at night. Like kokoreko, it's not okay.
It's ours? So far.
Let me ask Sabega. If it's ours, we have to slaughter it right now. That is how it goes here. That's an African belief. A rooster. Sabega. Hiyo ichinjwe tu sahi. Aya, ichinjwe tu sahi. Yeah, it's our roster. So that one we have to slaughter it. It's a bad sign. It's a bad sign. We believe like that in Africa. It's a bad sign for a roster to right now it's 10:55. So it's around 11. It's very wrong for a roster to do that. So immediately they have to slaughter it. It's a bad sign. So at least 3,500 people knows that belief. So let me finish the story. Maybe it's okay. Let me not speculate. So I just called my security to slaughter it. People from Africa will understand. Somebody says, that is only in Yabohanse, not in Africa. Okay, maybe different traditions. All right, guys, let's continue. So, Ivan shows up at the airport with a friend, Sultan. And the first thing he does is film the entire episode. And the funny thing is, I was calling them and they will not pick my call. You know, when you call somebody, hey, hello, I have arrived, and nobody's speaking. But I saw in their video, they would see me calling and they would laugh. You know, they would see me calling and they would laugh about it. So it was kind of weird that my good friends, okay, who have come to receive me, actually, I didn't know Ivan was coming. The person I knew who was coming to receive me was Sultan, because I was going to stay in his place for 2 days, then fly to Miami. Ivan came a day before. So that's when you realize he didn't have good intentions. So he comes to New York City, crashes in the place I was supposed to stay, and in the name of he's waiting to receive Maro. So he comes and receives me. He makes jokes about it. You know, I watched the video later. You know, when things have not happened, you really don't understand. But he makes videos later. After receiving me, making all these jokes. And the first thing he was ready to ask me is, tell me about your story and Priya, a lady who I had met in India. What can you connect? Like every single lady I'm talking to or Ivan sees me with, he's always right behind. So he's asking me, and he's asking me very antagonizing questions. For example, why did you do this to Priya and not this? I'm like, bro, I just arrived in New York City. Why can't you ask me even another question? For example, how was your flight? something like that. He asked me questions that will create Priya's attention so that Priya can watch that video. Because I came to realize later that this guy actually, his wish was, I don't know if it's still up to today, was to meet Priya, who is an Indian girl I had met. So I came to learn this later, but we are arriving there. That's where we'll be ending our story about this guy called Ivan, because it's a long story. So, hey, you can go watch that video on his YouTube channel, but I don't recommend even to go and watch that video. Just listen to this story and end, because I don't want any of my audience to be contaminated with that type. And even another thing, when we were in New York City, so we arrived in New York City, there was a lady called, there's a lady who came to receive us. His dad is my good friend, and the dad came with his daughter to come and receive us. And we could do collabos with the daughter. And Ivan makes a video, says how it feels to be a wingman for Ayamaro. Insinuating like me and this lady, we were trying to date, or me and this lady, we had something. And this was an innocent lady. Innocent lady, guys, that the dad had brought to meet me. And we did good videos. And in Ivan's video, it's him claiming that the lady is like my girlfriend and he's the wingman. And remember, I didn't want to go to his place DC. Now, this is where Ivan convinced me. And now, so first I tell Ivan, bro, you've arrived in New York City, yes. Sorry, I will not go to DC because I am going to meet this lady. I showed him the picture. Actually, before that, I had already showed her the picture, okay? I'd showed him the picture of the lady. And because me and her, we've planned that we're going to go to Miami, okay? Ivan convinced me. And that's why I realized this guy is very manipulative. And the reason he's very manipulative is because he has training from the very most sophisticated organization that he works for, the one I told you before. That is why he's able to manipulate. He can like convince you, and you don't understand how he convinced you. He tells me, Maro, but from USA, where are you going? I told him, I'm going to Brazil and Argentina, but I need visas, okay, and Peru. I need visas for this country. He says, oh, Maro, look, don't go to Miami. Come stay in my house. I will take you to every embassy until you get your visas. And again, another thing, all the embassies in the world are in Washington, D.C. So any country you want to go, it's just a stone throw from my house. Now that you want to go to Brazil, I know where the Brazilian consulate is. I will take you there. Oh, you want to go to Argentina? I know where Argentinian consulate is. They are all in one line. I will take you. And look, you can come to my house. You know, I have a big house because I had stayed there before. I have a big house. Your room is always waiting for you. So why are you going to Miami just to see a girl? If a girl wants, this is what he told me. If a girl wants to see you, especially that you are paying for the flight ticket, she should come where you are. And there was this guy called Sultan. Sultan was like, yeah, Marwa, if actually you are going to Brazil and to Argentina, all the embassies are in Washington. Just go in Washington, stay 1 week, apply for your papers. The girl can come, you stay there 2-3 days, then you fly to Miami. So Ivan himself is the one who convinced me, I swear before God, not to go to Miami as I had planned before, but to go to his house just because he knew I needed visa for those countries. I needed to apply for visas and I had to go to the embassies. And all these embassies, he knew where they were. And it's true, in Washington, D.C., all embassies of any country you can imagine in this world are there. So just like that, before I finish that, thank you so much for your donation, madam. That is, sorry, I think, Boy Official, thank you for 200. Aratha, thank you. I'm so proud of you, Marwa. we get hurt and we can't speak about it. You are a generous person. God is good. Thank you so much. I believe God is good and I trust in God. So that is how I got convinced, okay? That is how I got convinced to go and stay at Ivan's house. When that girl from Europe was coming to see me. And even they convinced me. I didn't even want to pay for the ticket because I was like, bro, why am I paying all this? They said, no, Maro, she's a beautiful girl. Actually, this same guy, oh, just pay. It's just, Maro, what is this, bro? Just this small money. And she will come, you'll go, you'll make content, you'll go to Miami, and maybe she could be your future wife. I said, bro, yeah, I'm single. Maybe she could be. Bro, that is how I found myself at his house again. This was for the second time I was in his house. I want you to learn something from this story. So I sent the money to the lady. She actually came. She actually came. The first night the lady arrived, we were going to pick. Actually, one day before the lady arrived, Ivan was behaving with me in a very weird way. Like we would have some arguments. You know, he I would say something and he's already like arguing with me. I'm like, bro, but this is like this. No, no, it's not like that, Maro. It's like there was some, I would like, and most of the time, I'm telling you guys, when I visit people's home, I'm the guy who stays in my room all the time. I'm not a guy who, and if you see me down here, it's like 30 minutes a day, especially when I'm in the US and people host me. 30 minutes a day, I am out. I go back to my room. I don't like, but I trusted this guy. So I found myself in Ivan's home one more time. He had convinced me, and even this guy called Sultan is the witness. I didn't know Ivan had other plans for me. And not only for me, but also for the girl. Smithy boy, thank you so much for donating $20. I didn't know that this guy had plans. So, me as an innocent guy, I go back to my old friend who has convinced me. Remember, I didn't invite him to come and meet me in New York. He showed up. So it seems he had already planned. And he made sure I paid that flight. Because actually I was resistive at first. I was like, no, bro, I don't want to do this. He's like, no, man, you'll go, you will enjoy, you'll go to Miami. And look, I will be driving you, I'll take you. He gave me all the offers like Satan can offer a human being. I'll do this. The embassies are next door, Marwa. And actually, if we get these visas, we can even travel together. I was like, okay, it's okay. I'll go with you. This guy, me and him and his cousin, we drove all the way from New York City to Washington. When the lady came, you guys can see that in my video. The lady came and from the airport, Ivan was already winking to the lady. I captured it on my video. So it seems they had already talked. I am not sure about that, but I speculate they had already talked. Okay? I speculate they had already talked before me. So me, I was the decoy. I was the guy just being pushed around like a fool. And that's why I told myself I was a fool. But the good thing is the fool is now smart. If you're watching this, Ivan, the fool is smart. So the lady came from the airport. Weird feeling. Super weird. We arrive in the house. First, we stopped by. I went to pick food. It was a Swahili restaurant. I went in this Swahili restaurant as we head from the airport home. I went and bought food. I didn't know what they talked during that time. So we drove home. I was talking to the lady. I was asking, how was your flight? It's been long. She looked a little tired because it was like 21-hour flight. Bro, arriving home, I swear on God, even the lady did not go upstairs. Ivan was already offering her all types of things because we arrived around 7 p.m. Ivan was asking her, so all you want to do with Maro is just to have sex and go to Miami. I'm like, bro. Ivan was telling this lady, even I can have a Bible as I say this. Because I told this lady, oh, if you've come to America, I think next time when we meet, it will be in Africa. Ivan tells the lady on my dead face, oh, you want to go to Africa? Africa is so dangerous. They will kidnap you there. Even my own country, Cameroon, I cannot go. Even me as a black person. God is my witness if I'm lying. Then me and Ivan, we started arguing. I tell like Ivan, how do you say this? How do you say Africa is dangerous? How many white people come to Africa? Even I went on my Instagram and said, this is Kenya, this is Mombasa. How many people, even on my own village, because people like Christmas List have been here. A lot of people visited me, Coco girl, Coco boy. How do you say it? Ivan tells the girl, going to Africa, you'll be kidnapped. I'm like, oh my God. Then I'm like, bro, why are you saying all this? So to avoid the argument, I went up. No, before I went upstairs in my room. Now we had finished eating. Ivan would not give me even space with my girl. On the table, Ivan is sitting in front of the girl like this. So all you've come to do in America is to have XEX and go to Miami. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what a type of friend is this? Exactly, somebody saying spoiling for you. Exactly, that was his intention. He wanted to make the girl feel bad. And imagine if this girl didn't like me, she would not have flown. I would have sent her money and she would have decided to eat the money. And she would have even blocked me because we were communicating on Instagram. So I said in my own mind, this is not going well. And even that time already, Ivan is offering this girl alcohol. I'm like, bro, where on earth? This girl came to see me. Why would you offer her alcohol? Alcohol, I swear before God, if I am lying, tell him to open CCTV cameras. He has cameras in his house. If I am lying, let him go to those days that I was there and open CCTV cameras because he has cameras everywhere, under the table, in the kitchen, everywhere, in the doors. Tell him to open. If I am lying. And you know the reason why he didn't succeed to put me in jail? Because there were cameras. Me, I was like, they can say whatever they want. But me, if anything, if they come and say I did this for this lady, I'll tell them to open the cameras. Because cameras are there. Inside his house, there are cameras next to the TV. And something funny is this lady never spent even 2 minutes alone with me. Nothing. Because Ivan spoiled it all. Me, I felt it's not my type of mood. I decided to go upstairs in my room. And I went just casually. And I never came back. Around 1 a.m. or somewhere midnight, this guy texts me, bro, are you okay? I told him I'm not okay. Is this my girl or your girl? Point blank. That is what I told Ivan. You know what Ivan said? How dare you telling me like this in my own house? So you want to kick me out of my house to have it as your house? Actually, he came upstairs where I was walking. How dare you say like this, Maro? Whoa, 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 whoa. How you telling me like this in my own house? So you want to kick me out of... I said, Ivan, why even are you shouting? It's midnight. Why are you giving this girl alcohol, bro? This is not your girl, it's my girl. Point blank. Because I like being honest. I don't like cornering stuff. You know, Ivan went down and told the girl, oh, Maro is accusing me of like I'm spoiling for him. Like you should be upstairs with him. That's what he went and told the girl. And this is somebody, and we were barely knowing each other, guys. So somehow the girl, I think, became paranoid. But the thing is this, she was already drunk. So you don't know what they had talked, what they had done. The house is so big. And even that night, she never slept in my room. She never. I don't know where she slept. And actually later, we saw pictures of her from his bedroom. Then this guy tried to play a card that I was trying to force the girl. Like I was forcing my way to the girl. Like, oh, Maro was trying to harass this girl. I dare him even today. Open the cameras. Show me where I did it. You'll find yourself losing your job and going to jail. I dare him. It's because I said, you know, I am the big guy. Maybe this guy is trying to use me to grow his YouTube channel by all means. And also, he's a guy who can't talk to a woman and convince a woman he can have her. Because me, I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I believe I'm a real lion. I believe in myself. And I don't play deceit. That is why today's video is called The Ungrateful People I Help. And by this point, I had helped this guy gain over 12,000 subscribers on YouTube. At that point. So, the following day, Ivan came with a story. He told me his only uncle, I swear before God, his only uncle had died. And he was traveling to Cameroon under emergency. I told her, oh, your only uncle in Africa. He said, my only uncle who lives in Africa has died. And I have to travel by emergency to go. He even packed his bag and put it in front of the door. If I'm lying, telling him to open the cameras. Because he has cameras everywhere in his house. So, bro, I realized I should leave this home as early as possible. This guy went and looked for the worst lady who didn't like me in Washington, D.C. Okay? Who was, I don't know, she's obsessed with me. She just doesn't like me. I don't know why. Maybe because of my success. And this lady was from Namibia. She calls herself, I don't know, something African, something. Because one time we had a meeting in DC and this lady came. This lady who didn't like me. But I still gave her a chance. I was like, okay, she can do a video. She even did very deceiving titles of me. You know, I came to learn one thing. Some Black Americans, and not all, I'm saying some Black Americans that are from Africa, they don't like to see an African succeeding, especially when they are shining in front of their own eyes. They don't. Because I learned that people who nearly put me in jail in America were from Africa. One of them, and falsely accusing me. I swear, I can swear to God, falsely accusing me. They don't like. when an African like Marwa, a guy who still has an African passport, is shining in front of their own eyes, they don't like. And I'm saying it the way it is. They will even kill you. Even I'm grateful to God I'm still alive. Maybe somebody would have poisoned me over there. I'm I'm very grateful. But I thank God I'm here today to entertain you guys. So I realize here I have to leave. Actually, the following day, because now this guy was kicking me, like on the following day, I called one of my friend. He's Black American. His name is Brand Bitcoin. He came and picked me, and we went out. I told him this story. He told me, bro, if I was you, I'll just leave that home. He even helped me to get a place where I was staying. I was very stressed. It was one of the most depressing, stressing place. But I told myself, this is just fire and it will come and go. So I looked for a hotel online. So imagine somebody kicking you at midnight, telling you tomorrow you should leave because I have emergency flight going. And I asked her, wait, what about the girl? Oh, the girl she has found a friend, she's gonna go stay with a friend. So I knew in my head, here the government has changed. It's not the previous government. I said, you know what? I'll just ride along. Now, the worst part is when my subscribers came to ask me, Maro, tell us what happened with you and Ivan. Because I was in America and I didn't know, because now this guy, Ivan, and the girl, they were in one page. I think Ivan gave this girl a lot of money. And I'm not saying that girl was like a prostitute or something. She wasn't. But I believe there is something that Ivan did to this girl, that this girl had to change her mind like this. And I thank God I never ended up with such type of a person, because I don't know who I would be dealing with today, if maybe it matured. But I think, allegedly, I allege, it's not true, but I think he must have done something to this girl that made her change her mind. And later in that week, you know, God knows how to expose people, especially when he's fighting for the right man. When people are saying this, people are asking Ivan, what happened? Because we just realized things didn't go well only when this girl came. We saw this girl posting pictures later, like 3 days later when I left, in Ivan's home, comfortably from even the bedroom. And even me, I kept those pictures just in case anything happens, I have to defend myself. From the bed, and this girl blocked me everywhere. She didn't even know my clothesline. She didn't know my clothesline Instagram, but she blocked me. That means that guy told her, block him here, block it. This is also his. This is also his. So they blocked me. But I didn't have a problem losing a woman. I didn't have a problem with that. And I swear before God, if Ivan just came clean and told me, Maro, this girl is very beautiful, just let me be with this girl. And as a friend, me, I would say, okay, I look, you know. But this guy wanted to bury me alive to have this woman, by all means. So now you remember the story of the lady from Thailand. Now you remember the story of Emily. Now you remember the story of Haiti. Now this girl. Now, I was very convinced that this guy, Ivan, all along, all he wanted from me was the ladies I was with. All, nothing much. Because him as a man, he couldn't go and talk to a lady and say, oh, I think you look beautiful. He doesn't have that courage. Maybe he has some self-esteem issues. And also this guy is psychotic. He follows you like this. He can follow you like this, like a drug. I don't even know if it's a drug. He can follow you, I don't know, like a bee with honey. He's psychotic. For me, I don't think actually that's a normal behavior. I don't think that's a normal. It's weird. It's psychopathic. I am telling you. That is a weird way. Like following every lady Maro has talked to, and you try all the way. Why can't you? You are a man. Bro, you have balls. You can easily go and talk to any woman. But he cannot. He has to wait what? Bro, you tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe I am overthinking. So when I left, you guys know the story where I went to a hotel and something funny, not even a hotel, a motel. Somebody called me. I swear before God, I use that because I believe my success is God-based. Somebody called me 3 a.m. at night saying, we know where we are, where you are sleeping, and we'll come for you. And you know, in America, they have guns. Now, something funny, the same motel I had stayed, I checked in the news. One day before I arrived, somebody had been shot dead right there. I swear before God, somebody had been shot dead. I am not making up this story. I remember I mentioned it in one of my videos. That is when Mr. Mtua, and thank you so much, Mr. Mtua. I really appreciate you, Baba. Thank you. God bless you and your family. I can say they collected me from a motel and they hosted me in their family. And even something funny, somebody still called their home and said, oh, we see you are hosting Maro. We will see. Like they threatened them. I think they told him, I can't really remember the exact words, but Mr. Mtua told me somebody called them and told them not to host me, warning them not to host me. But Mr. Mtua and his family said, you know what, we will host Mara no matter what. And that's where I looked for my visas. That is where I looked for everything. And then I traveled out of America. Okay. I've been asked this question many times. What is one of the regrets you have in your life? My number one regret I have at my age right now is meeting one Ivan. Nothing else. Not the flight I missed, not what I missed, meeting this guy. Because this guy, but now I've become very smart. Okay. So I left America. And the reason this guy did not, because he actually wanted me to be jailed. Even one time, I did an interview with Voice of America. Okay. Ivan used this lady who was spreading lies on the internet, African something. This lady wrote them an email saying, why would you air Marwa on Voice of America? And he did this to this girl, which is a lie. So technically, they wanted to destroy me left, right, center. But me, I was very calm. I didn't run away from America. One thing I knew was this. There are cameras. Let him open the cameras. We see. Because he would have gone to jail and I would be the guy smiling. There were cameras in his house. Everywhere. Even when I left his house, imagine he filmed me. I think he thought maybe I would abuse him or I calmly left his house. That is Ivan. He filmed me in my back. Imagine a guy who can film me in your back. Is that even a human being? And later he calls this guy Sultan and tries to tell him, because I told Sultan this story, I told him what had happened. Because remember, at first, I had arrived in New York in Sultan's home, heading to Miami, but this guy came and convinced me and we went to DC. So I had told Sultan this story. So that's why Sultan knew exactly what had happened and he came out to tell people. So that's why people at least knew a small side of my story. Okay? So when I told Sultan, when Sultan knew about this, he told people. Because already Ivan was spreading rumors that Maro was trying to SA a lady in my house. Ivan was saying he was trying to protect that lady. Imagine, guys. And you know, in America, such things as a black man, you stand zero chance. And now, even the funny thing was, Ivan had pushed this lady to go even on video, trying to say, yes, it's true. Me, I was just waiting and say, okay, open the cameras. Open the cameras. Now, I want you to see how this guy was obsessed with me. This guy, after I left America, he contacted the lady in India, Priya. You guys saw the videos. The reason even I never dated Priya was because of this guy. He contacted this lady called Priya and told her he wants to meet her and he's ready, I think, to buy a flight for her. I'm not sure about this part, but I think Priya told me something like that. Like he's ready to sponsor her trip. They meet in South Africa. Priya said no. Priya said, okay, I want to go to Kenya. Ivan said, okay, I'm coming to Kenya to meet you. Imagine how psychotic. I don't know. This is obsession. This guy flew all the way. First, he met one of the guys that we have online fights. His name is Wodomaya. He's one of the biggest YouTubers here in Africa. Just because Ivan knew that me and that guy, we don't get along, he jumped on him, said, host me. And even Wodomaya is a deceit. I am a big YouTuber. I wish him all the best, but that is not a type of a man you should watch. A man who is ready to slash you when you're already down, that's not a man. A real man fights, and when you go down, he says, okay, I won, and he leaves you. Not a man who wants to put a bullet on your head when you're already down. Wodomaya knew about all this saga. He's a guy who has never liked me. And in my own simple explanation is I don't have as much as he has, but I have achieved more than he has achieved. Simple, nothing much. Because his type of content is different. I do my own thing. And also, he's a guy who is, in my own opinion, he wants it all for himself. And me, I'm totally the opposite. I want to support you. I want to support that neighbor. I want to support everybody as much as I can. Because I believe I'm in this world for a very important reason, changing people's lives. And I think that's the best thing you can do in this life. These houses, this, one day it will be a story of another day. It will be end, it will be history. But if you catch other people's hand and support them, maybe one day they will tell their stories as they include your name. This guy, Wodomaya, I don't know who reached to each other. I think Wodomaya reached to Ivan or Ivan reached to Wodomaya. I don't know. They agreed to meet. So the guy flew. That is when I had just did my South American trip. I am back in Africa. Ivan flew from America to Ghana to go and meet a guy who, just because we don't get along, okay, and discuss about me. And I watched that video. I was very, very surprised. The reason is, this guy called Wodomaya was speaking like a guy who has no brains. He was talking about how I don't know, go watch that video. It's crazy. You can't believe. If somebody watched that video here, you'll be like, oh my God, this is the biggest YouTuber in Africa speaking like this. Because Ivan is a manipulator. He can easily put you in positions that you never wished you could be. And I believe the reason is because I already told you his type of work in America. He's an agent there. So they are trained to manipulate and get information in their favor, not in your favor. In their favor. So Ivan, after that, meeting a guy in Ghana talking about me, the next thing he came to Kenya to meet a lady who I was shooting videos with called Priya. And Priya called me, said, Maro, there's this guy called Ivan. He's been texting me. He's been offering me all this. He's telling me to meet him. I told Priya, the day you'll meet this guy called Ivan, that will be the end of me and you. She thought I was joking. She met the guy, and that was it. Because for me, loyalty above everything. Because a guy, if you can't trust a man with $1, you can't trust them with anything. not even a billion. You can't trust them with anything. So I cut my ties with Priya just like that. And he thought I was joking because she thought I was with her, like I was obsessed with her. She thought, oh, Mara liked me so much, there is no way he will say goodbye to me. Bro, that was it. Because for me, once you show me those signs, I'm like, bro, I don't want to deal with you, bro. The world has 7 billion people. I can make new friends. I can make new connections. Why? And that marks the story of the guy called Ivan that you guys have been waiting for at least a year or 2 years. Okay, guys, I think I will end my live there. And yeah, somebody says, Wodomaya, that was too bad for you. Yeah, listen, we used to have our own fights here and there. But even your worst enemy, guys, you do not shoot him when he's already on the ground. You give him a chance. Wodomaya jumped just to finish me because he doesn't like me. He wants to be the only YouTuber known in Africa. I said, okay, fine. But again, who is God? In the same interview, he was trying to expose me. He exposed himself more. He was saying how he gets women for cheap. The biggest YouTuber in Africa. And nobody criticized him. Even these fake reactors on the streets, nobody criticized him. Nobody even called out this other guy for manipulating this guy to say things like that. Those videos are still on record. You can still have them if you want. So sometimes when we don't speak, it simply means we are trying to have our own peace of mind. But sometimes when you reach at the wall, you say, you know what? Okay, let's go. Let me read Life with Miss Jelly says, hello, I am Marwa family. I am one of you working in Saudi Arabia. Okay, that person is talking about something. Judy says, he said women are cheap. They only ask for KFC in Ghana. Imagine how this guy from America came and manipulated the biggest YouTuber in Africa to say things like that on camera. On camera. And this guy wants to be a politician one day, wants to be this. Who does that? But you see, the reason he did something like that is God exposing them. Because his intent was to put a gunshot on my head. But they shot themselves. They exposed themselves. And who is God? I watched that and I said, you know what? Yeah, look. When you wish other people bad, actually in Kenya, we have this saying that we say, mchimba kisima huingia mwenyewe. That if you dig a hole, always remember, as you're digging that hole to go super deep, you are the one digging it. You can be digging it for me to fall in, but remember, you're already in, digging it deep. That is simply that saying, mchimba kisima huingia mwenyewe. So as you dig for people's holes, as you go deep digging that hole, remember you're the one digging it. It's becoming higher or deeper and deeper for you. So before I go in, remember you'll be in. That is what happened to them. All right, guys, I think I've given you enough juice, and this is one in a lifetime type of juice. I see my brother Philly Dome. Philly Dome, you should avoid that guy called Ivan. Just avoid him. Philly Dome is a guy I met close to 8 years ago. I opened him a YouTube channel. Up to today, this guy is still in my channel. He comments. So not all Americans are bad. But also, I'm sorry to say this. One thing I came to learn with Americans, especially from Africa, they, and not all, because people like Mr. Mtua, they helped me. They were on my side. Even when they received threats, they were on my side. One thing you have to understand is they hate to see you shine in their own eyes. They don't. They don't like to do that. And I'm not saying all, guys. Please don't kill me for that. But maybe one person or another person may relate. Somebody says, Maro, your time is worth than talking about. No, I'm just telling you the story of this guy. Okay, maybe we say one more person and we do 20 minutes and we end this live stream. That is what they did. That is what they did. That is what they did. Okay. Which other person, guys, you want me to spill everything in my heart? Somebody says Sergio. I don't know that guy. I've never helped him. I've never met him. Somebody says Devi. That is my brother. I respect family over anything, so I'll not talk about him. I'll not. Because that's my only brother. I can't talk negative about him. But we have our own issues as brothers. But I respect his choices. But there are things sometimes I don't like what he does. But he's my brother. I'll deal with it as a family. That one I've not talked. Somebody says, Rising Serpentina. I'll not talk much about that lady because I have nothing against her. We've never fought. But the thing is, I wanted to keep my current relationship. So I had to stay away. It's just that simple. Yes, I had to stay away. Which other person, guys? So I cannot speak about Rising Serpentina. I've already said I had nothing against her. She had nothing against me. It's just one day I received a message like, and that could be fake. So I cannot like say it's true because the story as I'm telling you is true. I'm convicted. It's true. I can prove. Learned a lot from this juice. Oh, I will finish. People like Michele Ponte, when people say Ponte is simply an ungrateful guy. And you know, sometimes these people I've come to learn, people from abroad, especially that they do YouTube, they always like to have this audience I have. Like right now, we have over 3,000 people watching. They always like to have this audience. And sometimes they use deceit to get this audience. Okay? But I've learned. One thing I accept is I was a fool. Yes, Maro, you are a fool. And I tell myself, yes, I was a fool. But no more. No more. No more. Somebody says, former watchman. That was Alex. So for Alex, it's very simple, guys. Alex left my home saying he was not paid. Let me start from there. So when I was traveling, I came back home. I found my mom and my dad had employed a guy called Alex. For those guys who don't know. My mom and my dad and Alex had agreed on the amount he should be paid. And I have to be very honest here. In the villages of Africa here, you can ask anybody else. In the village, somebody who helps you in the compound, they get paid like $50. $50, which could be 5,000 to 6,000 up to 10,000. Depending on how many years they have worked for you and how trustworthy they are, they can get up to 50,000. That is here in the village. And that is the price here in the village. It's not Marwa's price, it's not my neighbor's price, it is everybody's price. That is why in Africa, somebody can afford to have 20 workers working for him. Not like America where people are paid per hour. Here is different. You can ask any African. Because on a normal day, even if somebody works on hard labor, construction, they get paid $3. $3 a day. So if they work 5 days a week, how many dollars are that? $15 a week. Times 4 per month, that's $60. And that is nearly the normal price people get paid here. Whether you are rich, poor, that is what here in the village people get paid, especially where I come from. Because there are no jobs and there are very many people who are willing to offer their services. And it's not about even having jobs or no jobs. That is the normal price. So when such people come out there and say, oh, I was only being paid $50 at Ayamaro to work these days. You guys are like, oh, how could Maro just pay this guy $50 a month? Is that crazy? That's not my price. That is the market price. That is the market price. It's not me who decides. And something funny you have to know, if you put higher wages, some of your workers actually even don't want to work. They would want to be paid and disappear and do shagala bagala stuff. So that is the normal rates here in the village. You can ask anybody. And actually, that is somebody who is paying you good. Some people even get paid 3,000 Kenyan shillings a month. Cloudy Joseph is here, Minihao is here, people from Nyabohans are here. They can tell you, it's not my price. So what these people do, like my former gateman, they had agreed with my mom. So when I came home, I found this guy. He even didn't know I was the boss because he didn't have a phone. He didn't know who even I was, you know. So when I came home, my mom used to pay him and I picked from there. So one day this guy cried in my eyes and said, Maru, look, bro, I sleep in a small house. I still have those pictures of a house. Maru, it will be nice if you can help me build a house. Okay? I said, Alex, if you work here diligently, you are honest, and you put an effort, I will personally build for you, personally. Money from my pocket. Because I visited Alex's home and I found this guy was living in terrible places. I can even show you for the sake of this video. Terrible places, guys. We have 12 minutes to go and we'll end this live stream. So if you want to support me in any way, please, this is the moment. You want to like the video, you want to donate anything. I've been talking for 3 hours straight. I want to show you where I met him, this guy living. So I told him, I will transform, I will do something for you. Guys, I used my money. I used my money to go and build Alex a better house than what he had. Then, I didn't know these guys called reactors were contacting him. And the guy, after working in my home, me paying him, he was able to get a phone where he started making videos secretly without me knowing. But he had a YouTube channel that he would post. So I came to learn about this later. So people used to contact him, especially people who talk negative about Maru. And they would convince him like, oh, Mara should build you a better house than what he's building you. So the guy started feeling like, oh, maybe Mara should build me a better house. Why is he building me tree house in the village here where I'm coming from? I want to give you a special shout out. Priska, thank you so much. God bless you, ma'am. Thank you for 50 Canadian dollars. So people started convincing him, oh, he should build me a nice house like Mama Ann's house. But guys, it's money, it's me. Look where I got this guy from. And then people started saying, oh, Maro built you a stable house. It went into his mind. This guy would have stayed here in the villa. Maybe even his life would be better. Because after meeting me, in less than 2 months, I built him 3 houses, a kitchen, a house for his mom, and a house for himself and his 3 kids. Let me show you where he used to stay. Even you won't believe. I'm trying to see. From this house, that the only house, and that is his family. He had 3 kids, and that is me traveling hundreds of kilometers to go to his home with Rocio to go and change that. That was his house. So imagine from that, I took money. Nobody can say, people contributed small monies, guys, like buy him a bed, buy him a door, but majority of the money was from my pocket. Not even majority, like 90% or 99%, because people were contributing a door. And actually, after he left, even some people who were sending money, they said, Maro, you can take that money and help another person. Don't even help that guy anymore. Look, this was his house. And this was my security guy. So I decided I will change this for him. Nobody forced me. I would have said no, but I wanted something good for my guy who guards my compound. And he was not the only one. At that time, I had 5 guys guarding my compound, him included. So you cannot say he was the only one, do or die. I had more than 5 guys. But negative reactors went into his head, and he believed I was somehow not paying him enough, and imagine, guys, I built him a house. Now, this is where the story is funny. The month of January, when he left, Just E. Kai says, I am Maro, blessing, bro. You inspired 2019 and Mercy Empire. These reactors, if they knew the hassle and pain of traveling. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for donating $20. So, the month of January, I said I will not pay Alex. Okay? I said I will not pay Alex as his boss. Reason being, that month I was taking all the money to his project because Alex was being paid $50 a month. And that is not my price. That is the village price. I'm not the only rich man in the village. Even me, when I worked in a bank, they used to pay me $120 a month working in a bank. So if you work in a bank in Kenya and you get paid $120, I used to be paid as a salesman $120 in a bank, and I had a degree in actuarial science. What about a casual laborer guarding a home? How much should they be paid? And that's the reality here, because things here are not as expensive as in your country. You can easily survive for $5 a week if you live in the village. Even sometimes you don't need money to survive, apart from phone calls and things like that, airtime. So I decided I would build Alex a house. I remember in the month of January, I spent Kenyan shillings, minimum 85,000 Kenyan shillings, minimum, because I bought iron sheets, 77 of them, and I bought nails, and I was paying the guys helping him. I was paying the masons. In January, I spent his entire salary that he would have worked for nearly a year and a half to achieve in 1 month. And then once I built his house, the house was standing. Actually, not 1, 3 houses. Even if you guys have description of how a house should look, but you have to understand where we come from. Also, we have a definition of a house. It cannot all look like Marwa's villa, or it cannot all look like maybe Miami. No, every culture has its own type of houses. Even if some of you are laughing, oh, which type of houses are these? But you have to understand, those houses were built on money. That is the reality. They didn't just form themselves over there. So Alex started becoming rude, even in front of my own wife. I'll tell him something, and he will answer me in front of my wife, Rocio. Now I said, no, this is too much. Maybe it's because I built him a house. He wants to go and live in his home now. It feels a better place to be. So maybe he doesn't want to stay at Amaro. So I told him, bro, instead of creating shenanigans in my compound, you can live. So he went on YouTube saying, oh, I wasn't paid any money, because he wanted some of my subscribers to say, oh, Mara only paid you $50 a month. We are sorry. And all the work you did. Oh, Alex. Okay, here is $50 for you. Here, okay, I'll buy you a bed. And this is some of the behaviors I don't like you people doing. Because sometimes you support people and people want to take advantage of that, okay, to just milk more money. Like this guy called I am Mogesi here. I saw a lady saying, oh, my son, I am sorry what is going with you. Here's $50 for your tea. No, that is actually encouraging deceit. That is actually spoiling our village. And I'm not saying donate tomorrow and don't. At least be honest when you are donating. Can you try to see like some truth? Because we have to cultivate honesty in our own people. Otherwise, we'll not have a society. You know? Because now what people do right now is go to Marwa's home, cry, cry, cry for help. Maro has a good heart. He will help you. Once he helps you and at least 1,000 people know you, come out claiming something bad happened to you when you are there. Say you are a slave. Say you are this. Ask them, am I the only home in this world or in Kenya where they could come and work? Why they didn't go to my neighbor? Why they chose this home? And that's why you realize it's deceit. It is deceit. Let me give a big shout out here actually for Vbex says, more blessings, Marwa. Thank you for donating $20. At the same time, thank you also, Timothy, for donating €5. God bless you a million times. I pray for you guys. Thank you for all those guys who stand with me every single day, support me. Even when I am telling you, pray for me, and some people are making noise. Oh, why should we pray for you? We thought, no, bro, pray for me, bro. Pray for me. Yeah, I go through a lot also as a human being. The only thing is maybe I don't want to tell you all my problems, but today at least I opened up. I told you what happened. Okay? So people like Alex, Strongman, and this guy called Mogesi and his friend, they use deceit. I saw even this guy called Mogesi saying he was robbed in Nairobi. Probably he's putting that to get paid. Maybe. I'm not sure, but I'm saying maybe. We are trying to cultivate a culture of honesty. And I want people who actually have followed me to help me push that in our village. Not just support people just because they said, oh, Maro didn't pay us. Which truth do you have? And even sometimes I see reactors using my name every day. One day, I swear before my own mom, we will meet in court. And you'll have to prove those things. I have said this many, many times, but now that I'm going to have a family, I'll be fierce and I'll be ready to protect my family. And also my brand that I've worked for 8 years for. And even very soon, maybe I should not say this, I want to apply even to have my own gun for my own protection. And I'll have a bodyguard also. I want to give another special thanks to Ja. Ja, thank you so much for, I think, 30 Australian dollars. God bless you. And also another one from Ja. Okay, it's Ja times 2. Or it's Ja once. Ja, thank you. Thank you so much, Ja. Thank you so much. $60. You have to understand, even me being a big YouTuber, I also go through a lot. But I hate when small YouTubers that I'm trying to help try to tarnish my name so that they can get views. And these are first, like somebody like Moges, I feel so bad for this guy. This guy, I used even to add my own money for his school fees without showing anywhere. God is my witness. Even sometimes I would meet them, and any day they were going back to school, they would come to my home and say, "Hey, Maro, tomorrow we are going to school." And I'll take money from my own pocket and feed them. Then I'm like, bro, I was feeding a snake. Mogesi, God will punish you, my brother. And you'll not go far with this type of behavior. You cannot deceive people every day. You cannot. And for those people who are every day tarnishing my name, especially the Kenyans here, when I have a family, I will not accept that, because I have a brand to protect. I have a family, and I've worked so hard, guys. Sometimes we don't sleep. Like Rocio, we went a trip Southern Africa. We would sleep in a seat of a car like this, guys, like you saw me in Malawi, just to create content, to create. And then I get subscribers, and some guy just want to tarnish it. That's not okay. That is zero disrespect. Adventures, thank you so much for donating actually $4.99. God bless you, Adventures. And also we have another one here called Quincy. She had already donated, but she says, Marwa, listen to my album on YouTube. May God bless you. May you be blessed. Song. In you, I put my trust. Thank you so much, Quincy. Actually, that means Quincy is an artist, guys. You can check him. Janet Harris, thank you so much for your emails, ma'am. God bless you. And thank you for supporting my Yugno, Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't be swayed by these shenanigans of people. There are people who just want to spoil for people who you've worked. And all we did is just to welcome them on the same table we are eating. And sometimes I wonder, when you have food, should you say no to a hungry person? Because maybe that's the language people listen to. Or people like when you have money and you dingle, take small. Take. They don't want when you show them how they can have their own money. People like Gintu, very bad. It's not okay. Respect yourself, for God's sake. And me, I always tell people, I am not an angel. If you come to my home, I help you, and you realize it's not the help you wanted, just say, Maro, thank you for the time. It was a good time. You don't have to go out there and every day, Marwa, 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 just because you came to my home with a problem and I opened my doors for you. You are making it difficult even for other people that who are genuinely to be helped. Jennifer Ward, thank you so much, Jennifer. God bless you for donating $10. Guys, in the next few minutes, we'll be ending this. I am Chef Winston. Thank you so much. I am Chef Winston. Thank you so much for donating five US dollars. I'm trying to see. I remember you last time. Yeah. Thank you for donating also $10. It's 9.99 US dollars. That is our as 8762 says Lion of Zion. Yeah, we have to roll, guys. We have to roll. Thank you so much, our. Also, not forgetting, I am Rampant. I am Rampant, actually. Thank you. He has a YouTube channel. Check him out. So, guys, and also we have Jennifer Ward. Thank you one more time. God bless you so much from the bottom of my heart. And guys, this is now, and also we have Travel Derek. Thank you so much for donating 19.99 US dollars. God bless you, Travel Derek. Probably you have a YouTube channel. God bless you, and big shout out to you. Guys, as I end this video, is what I just told you in this video is all from my heart. I didn't hide anything. I just told you the way he is, and I believe in God, that the God who gave me this power, this audience, this energy, he will still protect me, and I keep entertaining you as we head to road to 1 million. As I already mentioned, I tried to apply for my US visa. It was rejected, but life goes on, guys. I remember one time I applied for a Colombian visa, they rejected me, but later I went back like 5 times. So it's just life. And some days it's just the downs. Some days are the ups. I've told you stories that nobody has ever told you the way it is. I've closed speculation. And also for those guys I've mentioned here, just know I am just telling my truth. I have no hate. I'm just here to express myself the way it is. Yes. And if you feel you still want to mend ties with me, you can mend with me. I don't want to die with saying this, but the thing is, I will never welcome you close to me again. That one, I have said goodbye. Yes, I don't want. Even on even when I'm not in this world, don't come to my burial. Those people I've mentioned here. That is how personal it is. Yes, don't. Just stay away from me as I do my business. I gave you chances, but you guys decided you will mess it up. Priscilla, thank you, says, let me read this one. Priska says, Ayamara, you make me laugh when you imitate these people who are after your name, lift themselves. I like the way you forgive them time and time again. Now the thing is this, guys, you know, we are here in life to experience, we are in this world to experience life. So you really can't take it too serious, guys. Even people, but it's good you always learn from your mistakes and be a better person. Otherwise, it will keep coming back and back and back. But I forgive everybody. I forgive everybody, guys. From my heart, I forgive everybody that I felt at one point they did me foreplay. I say, I forgive you. Even I don't want revenge from God. But you have to know also one rule in this world: what goes around comes around. That will mark the end of today's live stream. It was like no any other, or it was like no other. Thank you, Ibrahim, for donating 7.99 Australian dollars. And I want to say thank you so much. Thank you to my big fans. Thank you to my supporters. Thank you for the 3,000 people who have listened to me for over 3 hours. May God bless you. Actually, let me post this. Rocio, did you take some screenshots when we had like 3,500 people watching?
No, sorry, baby, I wasn't on the line.
Yeah, so let me take a screenshot. Don't leave until I take a screenshot, and we will end the live together. Maybe I will end this live of prayer. I will end this live with a word of prayer, so at least people know I have no bad blood with them. Okay, people like Joyce Diary, I have no blood with you, madam. You tried to play me bad, but it is what it is. All right, guys, let me pray and we end this. Father in heaven, thank you for today. Thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for everything, God. Thank you for the freedom we have to express ourselves. Thank you for the gift of good health. Thank you for everything, God. Thank you for our lows and highs. Thank you for the experience of life. Father, I pray for everybody who is here in the live. You give them good health. You see them in their struggles. You meet them in their struggles, and also meet them in their successes, God. I pray for myself and my family, and I pray for all of my audience. Bless them, God. Please, God, uh, may karma always follow those people who are trying to destroy others for no good reason. May karma meet them at their right spot. And also, God, I pray that you reward people who stand with light and the truth, including myself. I am not Jesus, God. I am not any other holy person. I have my own fallings and downfalls as a human being, made of flesh and blood. Forgive me and forgive everybody. And I forgive my enemies, even the ones that I mentioned in this video. I'll end this live stream here and say, thank you, God. I pray and believe in God, the creator of the universe, the giver of life. Amen. All right, guys, that is it. And we're going to say goodbye till next time. Lovely Sunday.